I missed that whole thing. Do it again.
What up? What up? What up, world?
Yeah.
I'm here with the one and only Fishin' Frank the Tank.
What's up? What's up, peoples?
What up, Frank? What up? All right, guys. Hey, welcome back. Get Right Fantasy Network. You already know what time it is. This show we're gonna start. I'll say just a little bit differently. We want to touch on something. We're trying to reach out, right? So, we had thrown something out there, right, for every subscriber that we get on the YouTube, which isn't really our MO or anything, just kind of gives us something to look forward to, that we're going to be throwing $1 towards St. Jude's research, and we'll split it most likely with breast cancer research for Cancer Awareness Month for October. Came up with the idea really late, wish we would have done it really early. So that's still in effect. If you guys know, we appreciate everybody that's been we got a lot of retweets. We got a lot of new subscribers, things like that. It's awesome. We're more than happy to spend this money. It's going to a great cause. With that, I do want to give a special thank you, not only to the Get Right crew, right? Everybody's been pitching in, hey, I'll chip in money. So if it were to blow up or if we extend something like that, we're more than happy to throw this money out. It's to a good cause. But I want to give a special thanks to Dim Boys, his wife, his family, very generously said that they're going to match us. So for every new subscriber that we get, we're going to be looking at $2 per person. And then we got a challenge. So McGoats for McGoats Interesting Fact, another piece of the Get Right family. He's putting a $25 bonus in. He said if we get to 300, he's going to give us a $25 bonus on top of everything. As we know, every bit helps. That's something that's near and dear to most of our hearts here, bigger than football, right? So enough of that. I just wanted
That's
to
what's
jump into
up, though,
that.
man. Hey, we appreciate the support, man. That's actually kind of growing quite a bit, really quick, man. We should be able to actually send some decent amount of money at some point.
Yeah, and that's what we're hoping to do, man. I'll be happy to pay it, like I said. Is there any way I can donate? Look at Jonathan, man. We appreciate that. Hey, Jonathan, get with us, man. Whatever you want to do. Again, it's not exactly our charity, anything like that. But man, I don't want to say flabbergasted, but hey, this community is the best for this reason. A lot of people wanted to reach out and help out and stuff. And again, it's bigger than us. So I'm sure it hits near and dear to a lot of us. So just awesome to have you even say that. We had a lot of people who are kind of just sharing. We have tweets, stuff like that. They're just sharing the tweet. They're sending it out to people in their leagues. We had some funny ones. The 7 Ring said, hey, I sent it to most of my leagues except for the 2 I care about because I don't want them to listen to the show and get all the same advice. So that would have me
Funny
laughing
part
for
about
sure.
fantasy football is sometimes
We
you get
appreciate
hated
that,
on. You're like,
Jonathan, for
you want
sure.
to keep your sources a secret. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's like you can all know my stuff, man. What's up? Shout out to Neanderthal though for what up. Hey, it's almost like fishing. That's what
And we have that even between us, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, even
it
between
is.
us. Anthony and
I'm
Mike
not
got
telling
like
you
some
my
super
fishing spot.
secret
Don't ask my setup.
injuries whatever, to get the latest news faster than anybody else to be able to do the breaking news. So yeah. That's funny. That's funny.
Hilarious, man.
How we doing tonight? Praying for non-questionable Chubb for the Hollow Ball weekend. Yeah, I think we all want to make sure Chubb's
I like that,
gonna
the hollow
go
ball.
and you know what I mean, like ready for this weekend. And I'm sure a lot of owners are waiting on that. I just curious if they actually split the backfield now that they got somebody else like that. And I think it will be because I mean that's kind of how they play the ball, right? They've been running two running backs the whole time, anyways.
Yeah, I don't think anything changes except for the number on the jersey. They're going to run it the same way. Chubb is phenomenal. So he's still top 5 running back out there. It sucks saying this, right? Because you have like that thin line between being an analyst and saying the obvious. Like, if Chubb plays, you're playing him every single week over anybody you have. Not in the whole NFL, right? But unless you're in a situation like me where you have teams where you got Christian McCaffrey, Henry, all these guys, like that's an easy decision to make. So definitely going to run with Chubb this week. And throughout the season, man, he's going to be somebody that, hey, like everything else, right? You even look back to college, my dude does not stop. But I'll throw in that too. DeAndre Swift was cutting into carries over there when it was Chubb, Gurley, Swift. Swift was still getting his action as a rookie. So if you got a Georgia running back, you're starting him, except Gurley. He's like done.
You like done?
I had this fight. I had a gentleman's bet with Anthony that he was going to get rostered.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had a gentleman's bet with Anthony that he would get rostered when we were doing Friday Night Mock.
Hey, Melvin Gordon's still kicking.
It only took me like 2 to 3 weeks, and I think talking to Wilson is what talked me out of it. Yeah, that choke. Come on. Sorry, I'm jumping. Yeah.
Yeah,
people are thinking I'm on doing now with all these trades and picks up. Hey, you love it. That's what we're here for, right? We're all kind of bouncing stuff off each other. So, well, we already got questions in. Well, I wanted Adams.
Continue with Jonathan real quick. I wanted Adams to play, so we can't always get what we want. Of course, yeah. I mean, that's why I put in on our thumbnail Aaron Rodgers handing the ball off to Aaron Jones, because that's going to be a lot of this next game coming up. I mean, which brings us to the Thursday night preview real quick. We just might as well just kind of cover that game real quick. Green Bay Packers sitting at 6-1 versus the Arizona Cardinals, the only undefeated team left in the NFL. I was looking up their history, and right now Green Bay Packers lead the series 45-26 and 4 ties between them, which is odd, but yeah. So Green Bay's usually had them, but I don't think that's going to be the case on Thursday night. They've been pretty good games, but considering I think basically Adams is out. I heard Lazard's out now too with COVID. MVS is out for the season or on IR. So I'm not sure who they're even starting at this point over there for wide receiver. And Robert Tonyan, I think, is he playing? I don't remember. But I think
I believe
basically Robert Tonyan and not Kamara, Aaron Jones. And that'll be the offense over there. I have Aaron Rodgers myself, and I'm considering benching him at least for this week, just because he doesn't have his usual weapons. We got to have at least somebody.
I'm gonna throw a hot take out there. I'm gonna say that Rodgers finds a way, wins it this week. I'm huge on Arizona. I think they're an awesome team. But I mean, it's Rodgers, so he's got MVS. He's got everybody. Randall Cobb, right? He's running with those guys.
That's what he has. Randall Cobb. I thought MVS is injured. I got to double check on it.
I'm pretty sure that MVS is he could. Okay, so what I've seen is he could be activated from IR prior to the game. But
okay.
Rodgers does that, right? Rodgers has those games where he's hitting 5 to 10 different receivers in a game, so I think he's going to find a way to figure it out. Again, it's a hot take, right? Nobody expects the undefeated Arizona to lose to him, especially with this going on. I wanted Adams to play as much as anybody else. I just traded for him in leagues, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see what plays out.
Yeah, for sure. Should be an interesting game. I'm still worried about whether or not I should start Aaron Rodgers. It'll probably be a game time decision if I do anything different. You know what I mean? I might have to start doing something.
Who's your other choice?
I don't think I got a backup quarterback on that team. There's somebody out there. There's somebody out there.
I just say that because even if they do lose, he's going to have to be throwing the ball. So that could help him out a lot. Neanderthal saying Cobb's the pickup of the week.
Yeah, no backup. I need to pick up a backup. Oh yeah, pickup of the week. Let's get started here. Let me get back up to some of these comments because I lost track.
My bad. I'm over here multitasking.
Anthony was late, but he's just watching. He'll be on later on. Anthony will be coming. that Chubb and Rivera Herbert, three-headed horse of my running backs, look like they're gonna explode this week. Yeah, I would say if you get Chubb in there with that, all that, dude, you're killing it. You should be winning your league with
I
that. I mean, like, I don't know who your wide
I don't
receivers
know.
are,
I think
but that's pretty solid.
yeah, that's not bad. I still think Herbert's going to have a role once Montgomery gets back, whether they ease him back into it, that sort of thing. But that's a solid 1-2 punch right there for sure.
Yeah.
So pray for good health.
FF season, yo, what's up, FF season? Superflex trade away CMC
What
and
up,
Tua for
FF
Chubb and
season?
Kirk. Kirk Cousins or Kirk the other?
Man, I don't like Kirk personally. But I don't want to say I'm off the CMC train. I just being a second year owner of CMC, I needed to make a move in some of my leagues. So I realized if I'm at a 2-3, something like that, and I'm trying to get back to the middle and top of the pack, I had to make a move and trade CMC. So I feel like with that, a lot of it would be up to your position in the league. If you have enough depth to wait, like are you sitting on Hubbard? Are you picking up the Khalils, things like that are going to push you through to the next game? And you know what I mean? A lot of leagues,
Sure.
I had CMC, I had Montgomery, and I was just strapped at running back. At one point, when it looked crazy, like third or fourth game, I'm running with Leonard Fournette as my RB1. Like, I just was beat up, so it ended up working out.
Because at this point, this trade
But
seems
Tua's
like
killing it.
he's traded away CMC and Tua just to get Chubb and Kirk. I would keep Tua. Like, I think Tua is going to
Yeah.
be better than Kirk. I don't know.
So
That's
Tua,
just the way I
since he's
feel about
came back from injury, is he's third in passing right now since coming back from injury. So if he can keep that up, you know what I mean. You got a top guy. Kirk's not a punk. I don't like Kirk, obviously. Especially we're playing the Vikings this week, so I definitely don't got a damn good thing to say about the
We got
guy.
them boys multitasking with the tycoon and us at the same time. We all need to work something out with tycoon, so we're not just all on the same time here. Like, help each other out, right?
We're gonna have to synchronize our schedules. That's me.
Audio. Yeah, I wouldn't do that after the season unless you absolutely need to win now. See, so he's not liking that trade either, and I wasn't feeling it either,
Yeah,
man.
saying the same stuff we're saying. Do you need to win right now? Do you need a running back in there? Because that could be the case.
Yeah, I
So
like that though.
really, that question's one of those, like, how many teams are making it to playoffs? Where's your standings? That sort of stuff. Because obviously, if CMC comes in, he's one of those guys that's projected 23, 24 points a game when Chubb's going to give you around 15, something like that, depending on your league. So
Yeah, for sure. Jonathan's got a question. Should I go out and get Emmons as a good flex option or a backup running back if somebody gets hurt the rest of the season?
no. All right, so I like Edmonds.
I have Emmons.
Something I seen earlier, James Conner has outscored Chase in PPR in 5 straight weeks. So Edmonds still viable. He's still somebody you want to have. He may not be the best out there. Right now, it's kind of time to take the name off the jersey, get your best available who's going to get you the highest projected. A lot of people coming back. We don't know how your IR spots are. A lot of people have been dropped that are going to start coming back. So keep your eye out. Yes, if you get Edmonds, it just depends on who else is available out there. But I don't have him up here anymore.
Yeah, I don't either. I have him on my team, but I play him at a flex spot as a third running back. I feel more comfortable with that than some of the other guys, but he hasn't had the best weeks. I'm just looking at his points. So he's lost his luster. I mean, honestly, but things can change, and I would still roster him. It's not like a guy who's droppable. I don't think. You know what I mean? It's all still a running back.
Agreed.
Still a running back that's on a team that's doing pretty good. You know what I mean? So you want to keep him around for sure. Let's see, Jonathan. I said I had Rogers and got rid of him for Hurts, and I'm liking it so far. So yeah, that's not a bad deal right now. But let's see how playoff works.
Until they get rid of Hurts.
Yeah, I got one of each of those guys, so I'm comfortable myself, anyways. These them boys
I traded
both
you,
of
Hurts.
us.
I'm tired of that guy.
Something going to
So
Boys. He
so
said just
Hurts.
riding about. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Hurts is one of those guys that he's not winning his team many games, but he's scoring points in fantasy. So I would be interested to see if the Eagles decide to make some sort of move. We obviously have the trade deadline coming. I don't necessarily see the Eagles trading him, but is it something to where they end up benching this guy because you rushing for 100 yards and us losing every week, having a 2-5 record, like when when's the rubber going to meet the road on that,
Yeah, yeah, for sure. At some point,
But for now,
you're
hey,
gonna get
play
some
him this
production.
week.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get
He's
some
got a good
production out of
matchup.
him.
Run it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, even Jonathan here is like, if Arizona wins this week, they only have a few games left that they have a chance of losing. So yeah,
So
depending on
yeah, he was talking about Arizona when I was saying that Green Bay was going to upset them.
yeah. So today, it's one of the stats I was even going to mention. The strength of schedule for Arizona has been 19th to date, and it's 19th remaining. So it's pretty much staying pretty even
Middle of
Steven
the
for them.
pack.
Yeah. So somebody just going to need to have to step up and put Arizona back in their place because nobody wants an undefeated team. But hey, if anybody, why not them, right?
Except for that team.
Yeah.
Cobb pickup of the week. Oh yeah, we're a little behind. Is Cobb started this week since this is our? I think so.
Oh yeah.
What do you think, Frank?
Oh yeah. Roll him out for sure, dude. And they have a history. I mean, he's going to have some opportunities. He's going to get some touches. Somebody's going to catch the ball. They're just not going to run the ball every down. You know what I mean? Like you're saying, he's going to have to do something, and they have players ready. Next man up. Trade Tua and Diggs for Kirk and AJ Brown.
I like that one more. I would just stick to Diggs for AJ Brown if you can do that. I'd rather have the AJ Brown side. Not saying that Diggs is not going to have a hell of a season, um, but yeah, I personally favor AJ Brown in this trade.
Yeah, AJ Brown's
But
getting a
giving
lot
up
of
Tua for
looks, man.
Kirk,
They're doing some things over there. You
I
know what I
guess
mean?
both ways. I'll take Kirk and AJ Brown over Tua and Diggs for sure.
Yeah.
And I hate Kirk.
Jonah. Get this up
What up,
late.
Jonah?
Also start sit between Herbert, Edmonds, Claypool, Higgins, Callaway, and Jones. Marvin Jones.
Um, Man,
I
Higgins
would
would be my number 2, but I'm going Khalil Herbert.
Herbert for number 1. So start between Chase Edmonds, Claypool, or Higgins. Play some Claypool.
I always want to
And
have that running back there for sure, and especially in that offense, he's going to turn into a receiver because they have nothing else to do. But they have no offensive line,
depending on how many
so when
needs to
these guys are
start, or
breaking,
like what spots you got going on there. You know what I mean? But obviously Herbert's the number 1 start here, right?
yeah, I would think personally that's my vote. What do you think,
Yeah, that's what
Herbert?
I'm going with. Oh,
And
there he
really,
says starting 1. So any needs starting 1.
oh
So we
yeah,
answered
Herbert.
that. It's Herbert.
Herbert. Next
You gotta
question.
remember to start reading down further. He's answering our little questions. Hey, need some more elaboration here. I made a bet today with my friend for $10, and he's trying to tell me Jonathan Taylor will not finish top 5 by the end of the year in a fantasy running back rankings. I personally think he might go top 3. Well, you're putting your
When?
money where your mouth is, so I think you're gonna win.
Yeah,
He should finish
yeah, that's not much of a
top 5.
question, but hey, you're for sure. I'd rather be you than him. He's number 2,
Look how
and
many other running backs are injured right now. So that opens the door for him to have as long as you stay healthy, you're gonna score more fantasy points because you've been playing. I mean, you know what I mean? Like just that alone will project you higher.
so he's number 2 from what I have in fantasy points this year from running backs. Obviously, Derrick Henry is light years ahead of him. JT Movin, we appreciate you. I don't know if I personally just missed you. We appreciate you watching. If you haven't liked, subscribed, all that kind of good stuff, we definitely appreciate it. It's going to go to a good cause. Again, we're throwing well, we started at the beginning of the show. Don't know if you've seen it, but we're throwing money towards St. Jude's research for all our followers. We get till the end of October. Again, big shout out to Dim Boys, who's in the chat. His wife, his family, they offered to match it. So we got a lot of good things going on. The community's all throwing in. We got a couple different things. So,
Yeah, and it's really just about the
Straight
talk.
up, Gym
But we
Boys.
still appreciate it. Thanks for the support, man. Jonathan over here. What type of players should I look at 5-2 in second and 2 games ahead of third?
Damn, 2 games ahead of third and second. That's a good spot to be in.
Types of players. You should just be stacking up start handcuffing your running backs if you can. Um, backing up some wide receiver depth with some of these guys that are coming back like Sterling Shepard. You got some Michael Thomases that are coming back. Got a lot of guys. Hopefully Kenny Galladay will hit the field this year. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of guys that are trying to come back, even and they're out there in some leagues. Some people either don't have IR spots or just forgetting about them because they haven't been playing much. And that's good depth. I'm not saying that that you need them as starters, but I'm saying as depth guys and maybe possibly starters later on.
Yeah, and
He's
that
got one. Go ahead. Sorry, my bad. I was kind of
no, it's all good. I have my own strategy coming to that kind of stuff. I'm purely about starting lineup. I think if you're watching our show, you're gonna know who the waiver wire people are, and these are the guys that you can pick up and trade off. So I'm always trying to package bench guys. I'm big on trading, even though it's going to end here shortly. I'm big on trading, so I'm purely working towards getting my starting lineup coming into playoffs, especially right now when people are needy because of bye weeks. So that's just my opinion. Again, obviously,
yeah.
bench is always good. I just think following us, you're going to know who to pick up each and every week, and you're going to be ahead of the curve on all this kind of stuff. Maybe even too early at times, and we have to drop them.
Yeah, and yeah, I've had. Oh, I hate that. I hate that when you just can't hold on to a certain guy because he hasn't performed, but later on, 3 weeks down the line, you're
Yeah.
like fire. I hate when that happens. But I want to reiterate something like what Dustin was saying. I also look at you mentioned the bye weeks, but try to be 2 weeks ahead of your bye week. Be prepared. Don't wait for that bye week to come hit you, and then you're not ready. Where you're better off trading for a guy than just picking up a guy for the waiver wire. You know what I mean? Like you can get better talent and somebody that's could be a rostered on your team for a while. Um, see AJ Scott. What side of the trade is stronger, Reek and Chubb or Eckler and Diggs?
What
Reek
up,
and Chubb or
AJ
Eckler and
Scott?
Diggs?
I don't know if we ever got
Says that.
to I don't know if I personally remember. Again, apologize if I didn't give you the same spiel. If you haven't, we'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. We're here Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Sunday mornings, here to answer all kinds of questions, go over our research and stuff. So if you haven't yet, make sure to check below. We have our sleeper group where we got tons of gurus. So even there's people in the in the chat room that could know more than us and are giving their insight on certain situations, and you'll get game injury breakdowns, all kinds of stuff. So definitely make sure you join. We appreciate having you. Now back to the question: what side of the trade is stronger, Tyrique and Chubb, or Eckler and Diggs? Ooh, give me Tyrique and Chubb. Neither side is soft. It's not like it's like a
Yeah,
clear winner, but personally, Tyrique and Chubb. Right?
yeah. I don't know. I like Eckler. He's been balling out this year, dude. And
I
I
love
I might
Eckler for
take him.
sure.
I'll take Eckler over Chubb just because of the injury situation and because Chubb is always going to be an RBBC situation and Eckler's the lead back over there with no competition to speak of. And I've seen those 3 touchdown games already for him this year, and I don't think I think they could have a couple more. You know what I mean? That's why I like the
Yeah.
Eckler side a little bit better. And that's what the offsetting with the Tyreek over Diggs because obviously Tyreek's better than Diggs, but uh, this year specifically, the Kansas City's been having issues. They're not what they were last year for sure. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to take that into account. Maybe they straighten out the ship pretty soon, but I like the Eckler side.
Yeah, and I see Eckler just from what I'm looking at here in this specific league, he's the fourth highest scoring running back. So, I mean, none of these guys are I don't know the right word to say, right? None of these guys are they're not some suckers, right? We're talking about some real bona fide players right here. So some of it's going to come into whatever your beliefs are coming into the end of the year. Look at matchups, schedules, bye weeks, and that kind of stuff, and let that make the decision for you. For sure, I'd rather have Tyreek over Diggs. That's the biggest jump. Chubb and Eckler, both have their injuries at times, so
Yeah,
could see it
I
either
like the
way.
Eckler side. I like the Eckler side. FF season, okay, I'll keep Tua and Diggs. Looks like you prefer Tua over Kirk for sure. Yeah, straight up for sure.
And I'll tell you right now, Anthony probably doesn't, but
Right?
he's not
Can't wait
here,
to see what
so it
Yahoo
doesn't
does with
matter.
Saquon this week, since he might actually play. It's ridiculous. This year,
Ridiculous.
for real, Yahoo's usually pretty good about it, but this whole they're in out questionable, then they're finally out towards game time doesn't give you much time to like do some ad drops and put these guys on IR where they should be staying at anyways. You know what I mean? Like they're literally not playing till further notice. You know what I mean? Like why do all
We'll
that?
know that they're not
Is it
playing
the
on
team that's
Monday.
doing that? Maybe it's the team
It
that's doing that.
is.
I don't know.
So that is the team, and that's the NFL. So we'll know come Monday that these guys aren't going to be playing, and then they're not going to put them on IR until after waivers already run. So you have no chance to do the run unless you're going to drop people. It's frustrating for sure. So we're with you with that too. Best we
Yeah.
could tell you is just earliest advice, like if they're not playing. So maybe that's the kind of situation where you want to drop your kicker, drop your I don't want to say tight end, but drop your kicker, drop your defense, and pick up somebody that's out there, and then stream your defense and them rather.
Yeah, exactly. Do what you got to do to keep your core. Yeah.
How
So
Davis?
Damien Beshikroff, I think I got it right. Kamara, Eckler, Henderson, AJ Brown, start three. I'm starting the three running backs.
Man, only this week will I say this is not every week. I'm sitting Henderson and I'm starting AJ Brown.
Only this week?
Yeah, only this week. It's something about Henderson this week that just yeah.
Not
Don't
feeling
question me
it.
too much. Yeah, because I have a similar situation as him where I have Henderson, Taylor, Swift, and Najee. And I've been running with Henderson, but for some reason this week my gut's telling me let Henderson sit for a week. His points just aren't up there as much as we believe. He has awesome points, so I guess I'm just saying it in comparison to the other guys that I mentioned. Obviously, they're all top running backs. So yeah, Henderson's getting a
Yeah,
rest week from me.
so my other QB is Lamar. I'm fine. Yeah, if that's your backup QB, or the other guy they was talking about earlier, Jonathan. So you're fine.
Yeah, if that's your situation, don't let a QB even
See
be
what?
a factor. Get the best starting
Yeah,
player that you can in that situation. Shahan. What's up, Sean?
sure.
Again, same old spiel. If you haven't, like, subscribe. We appreciate having you. We're going to get to your question. If you go to the links below, we got tons of cool stuff for you. Join the Sleeper channel. So much more stuff comes involved than that. So he says, as a Gibson owner, how much should I panic now that Washington football, what WTF, brought in
Yeah,
Foreman and Johnson for
I'd be worried.
workouts?
I'd be worried.
Gibson's on a downtrend for sure. He's hurt. They're trying to do the best they can. So with their record and they're 2-5, right? They're second in the division, but they're tied with the other three
I'd be
teams.
looking for
There's going to
somebody
be a
else right now. I'd
point,
be looking to trade if you can.
and he's tough to trade. I see it in a lot
Go
of my
ahead. Sorry.
leagues. No, it's all good. So what I'm saying is, there's going to come a point where Washington football team is going to realize, like, hey, this is not our year. Our quarterback got hurt. Our running back got hurt. Stuff out of the norm. It did look like before the season, preseason rankings, that they were going to make a run against Dallas to take the division. So these next couple of games is going to predict that. They're not going to keep running on him hurt to finish out the season. They may pull him out, let him get a surgery or heal his shin, and then just a different story from there. So I'd be looking to get away from Gibson if I can.
Yeah, it's a stressful situation. I have him myself, and I'm probably going to be start benching him and or looking at some other options. But we'll know. We'll know in the next game if he does well, he'll still be kicking it. But it is worrisome when they bring in other guys. There's the whole they're preparing for the worst. Also, you know what I mean. You got to look at it this way.
Exactly.
Jamie
Spend
with
cheap
his
money,
comment.
finish the season, tank for Thibodeau.
If a season half PPR trade, Keenan Allen and Chase Edmonds for Fournette and Kadarius Toney. I'll take Fournette and Kadarius Toney.
Wow. Man, that's a good one. I like
Zapped
Keenan
out right
Allen.
there.
His numbers aren't there. We already kind of touched on Chase. Fournette's killing it. Kadarius Toney's got a lot of upside. That's somebody I was calling before the season. Was one of my favorite rookie receivers. Obviously, there's a lot out there. I'm gonna go Fournette and Toney, just because I'll take the
Yeah,
stronger running
for
back of
sure.
the two.
That's what I
But I love
and
Keenan
Fournette's
Allen. It's
killing it
just
in Tampa Bay. Dude.
yeah, Chargers are
Yeah,
just they're
he has
loving
choice.
Mike
That's
Williams a little
huge,
too
huge
much.
upside. Yeah, exactly. So I'd take the Fournette side easy. I wouldn't even think about it. I want to move
Jonah,
on from Herbert after this week, trying to figure out who to go to after with him being a sell high and having a great receivers. I know a few teams in my leagues are underperforming. Yeah, that's a good move. If you want to move on from him, like you're saying, sell high, you could get, shoot for some good players. See what you can get. It sounds like you're already all right on wide receiver, right? That's what he's saying. Uh, and having a nice
yeah,
sell high and
try to
having great
package him.
receivers for sure.
We're always gonna tell you the main thing you're gonna hear from us. One, go for running back. Two, consistency is a big thing for us too. So go try to get one of these top running backs. If you got a package with Herbert, somebody's gonna be jumping head over heels to get Herbert. It's a little tougher to trade quarterback, so I don't necessarily think you're going to trade a Herbert and get a Nick Chubb or something like that. It's possible. Start there and then kind of just work your trades from there.
Yeah, work your way
That's
down,
a
right?
smart move.
Around. Up, hopefully. This is Jonah. Look like should I ship Heineke and Herbert for Kelsey?
Is this redraft we're talking about? Let us know, Jonah.
Heineke and Herbert?
Hey, really, either way, yeah, I'm doing that. I don't care. Hey,
I
now
don't
that I
know.
think about it, I
I
really don't
try
care
to
if
put
it's
up Kelsey, and only Anthony sent me a trade offer. I didn't get one from you, and what Anthony said was garbage. I countered, and he was like, "No," and I was like, "Exactly. This is not fun. Like, give me some like waiver wire pickup guys for Kelsey, dude. Come on."
That's just the dentist at work.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll talk if you're trying to get over on Kelsey.
Superflex Deshaun Watson's on waivers. Drop Michael Carter for him. No,
Hey, you asked the wrong guy. You got the wrong
no,
guy on the show.
yeah, that dude's not gonna play this year. Let it go. It's over. Next year
I
we'll
don't
see
know.
where he's at, where he lands. He's not just
It's
gonna
kind of
land
weird
on
how
the team,
Goodell.
learn the offense like Anthony was saying last week, and just be able to be in there before some teams already probably having a pretty good season. Now throw this guy in if he goes to Miami, too might carry this team for a few wins, and then they're not just gonna drop him in there for no reason. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense whatsoever.
Yeah. So I'll just say this, Frank. I know your feelings on him, but a lot of people obviously have this question. So I'll just say the stuff that I've heard. He has a no trade clause in his contract. From what I've read, I could be
Oh,
wrong.
cut out.
Said that he's opened it. He's only opened it to Miami. Miami's obviously denying the fact that they're going for him. That would be number one. Two, Goodell did say, hey, we don't have all the information for us to make a decision. Although when something happened with Zeke and people were refuting and all that stuff, he suspended him for 6 games. Richard Sherman is on video trying to kick open doors. He gives him a pass. So there's no telling what the NFL is going to do. If you have the bench to do it, and you desperately need a quarterback, like if it's dynasty or something like that, yeah, hold him. Maybe he gets a suspension and comes back, that sort of stuff. But um, I'm kind of with Frank on the aspect of I don't really see the value for him for the end of the year. He is a top 5 quarterback if he plays, but it's high risk right there.
And Michael Carter's not doing bad for the Jets, and he's the only running back that they got, right?
Yeah, but they also got a new quarterback coming too, so it's tough to say
Maybe
what's
that
going to
helps him.
happen.
Maybe that helps him.
Excuse me for 1 second, Frank. Hold down the
Yeah.
chat, Frank.
Yeah, so I was gonna just go over a couple things real quick because it's a lot of this going on. I mean, there's 3 comments here. Al Davis about typical Gibson and doing that IR shit over me all year. So also sleeping with the iffy players. What the fuck is that? And then can I put iffy player in IR? Yeah, we've
Oh, we got an
been
F-bomb?
dealing with that all
My
year about
man.
these teams. Just it's questionable. Yeah, I dropped a double real quick. Sorry about that. So it was always about all these questionable guys. This whole you know what I mean? Like, are they going to play or not going to play? It can't be that difficult to figure this out. Some of these guys, and it's like been going on for weeks with Kenny Galladay, for example, since the season started. He's literally, I think, only played one game, and then we're right back onto questionable status instead of just being on IR or out for however many weeks he's been gone already.
And they did the
So,
same thing with
yeah,
McCaffrey.
it's frustration. Yeah, exactly. It's a frustrating situation this year with that. I think they were more on top of it last year because of the whole COVID thing, and they just needed to be making sure this guy's either playing or not playing and being accurate. And I think they're just taking a break this year. I think that they, you know, used up the gas. That's nothing.
And they start finding
Al
them.
Davis,
Hey,
Cook it.
I do want to say
Gibson, I
Al
meant.
Davis, man.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Hey, I appreciate you. My dude has been consistent. He's been on it. So appreciate you, Lou. Sorry, just wanted to throw that one out there. I will say, Lou's in one of my leagues. He's first place. So when he asks these questions, I'm like, damn you, man. We need to be asking you these questions. Sounds like he's got all the answers.
Right, for sure. Right? I don't know. It sounds odd but should I look to see Saquon to see if I could get someone and get someone better? Well, if Saquon's going to be playing this week, possibly, right?
I want Saquon on my team, man. And I've been against that this whole time, but I feel like if he already got his injury in and out of the way, and hopefully that's the only one, he was putting up good numbers this year when he plays. So that's somebody I would
Yeah,
target, and you could probably get him
and
low. It's going to be tougher
it was
this
a
week
freak
with them coming
injury.
back.
Like, yeah, and it was a freak injury. It's not like he was running and what I mean. You know what I mean? It was like somebody stepped on him and rolled his ankle. So it wasn't just like. But I mean, injuries are injuries, right? I mean, they happen all the time here. What kind of players would you target when trading away Antonio Gibson? Oh, you know
Anybody
what? I
you
need
can
to look
get,
at the
because
list
nobody
like
wants
that
Gibson.
fast.
Unfortunately, nobody wants him. I've been trying to trade him all year.
Yeah.
So good luck. Best thing, put it on your board. Say that he's up for trade. They're going to send you trash, and then might be best to just accept it.
Just hold. Just hold. So
Pretty much.
we got a redraft here from Jonah.
Current
Redraft
QBs are
current QB Allen, Tua, Carr, Heineke, running backs Kamara, Chubb, Herbert, Evans, wide receivers Diggs, Thielen, Jefferson, tight ends Tyler Higbee and Knox.
What are you doing with all those
Basically
quarterbacks?
put up his whole team. That's a pretty decent team right there. Herbert.
Well, maybe it's super flex. Jonah is a super flex. Kind of seems to be a super flex if you're going to carry 4 quarterbacks like that. You're stacked. I don't know as far as trades. Herbert, obviously, he's not going to be around for a long time unless something again happens.
Yeah.
To Montgomery. So possibly once you get through these bye weeks, Josh Allen's already gone through his bye week. Maybe start looking for different trade candidates for your other quarterbacks. You're not going to be able to start all 4, and you're not going to want to carry 2 extra ones. You're just going to want to load up at really running backs without wide receiver core and all that. Like, and I'm obviously we're saying this from the aspect of looking at it like if you're super flex, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex. So if you have 3 receivers, I would potentially go for try to trade off a quarterback for a receiver.
And having Thielen.
Yeah, but what do I know?
Yeah. Drew Lauro, what's up, fellas? Hendo or Mixon rest of the season full PPR? I would
What
go with
up,
Mixon
Drew?
rest of the season. I do like Henderson.
I'm with you on that.
The Rams have been playing really well, but it's all Cooper Cup. But maybe they could, they start icing games more with Hendo and running the clock out. But I still like Mixon more. He's more involved in the offense, and Cincinnati's got some things going as well, pretty good. But I like Mixon over him. Anthony thinks that's one Frank.
Yeah, no, I agree with that for
Oh,
sure. I definitely have Mixon above Henderson.
Anthony caught me on
He just got the passing game more, and McVay's always going to scheme depending on who he's playing. So that's why I'm going to roll with Joe Money Mixon. We know what Anthony would say.
Right?
Neanderthal.
Neanderthal. Mac Hollins or Robbie Anderson. Laughing my off. I'm fed up with the Anderson performance. Droppy.
Droppy Anderson. You're not going to like what I have to say.
Mac
Go
Hollins
ahead,
or
Frank.
Droppy Anderson.
You take this one.
With the Anderson. He's get the touches. You know,
I'm
he's
going
gets
Robbie
the
Anderson.
opportunities. You know what I mean? He's gonna start catching them. He can't keep dropping them all. But then again,
I don't even know who Hollins is. Who are we talking about?
Look him up.
Collins?
Hollins.
We're talking about Collins?
No, it says Hollins. Mac Hollins.
I think, yeah.
Not the right guy, right? Anthony should be
I think
on here
he's
in a
talking
second.
about so Mac Hollins, a receiver from
Miami.
Dolphins. Yeah, not. I don't know what we're talking about. I was thinking he's talking about Marlon Mack or
3 targets,
Collins.
13 yards on touchdown during Sunday's game against the Falcons. That's what he's writing on.
Yeah.
2 or 3
I'm
2 or 3 targets for a
I'm
touchdown.
staying with Robbie Anderson. Look at Robbie Anderson's targets the last 4 games.
Targets,
yeah, he's getting the targets.
Touchdowns, man. The 3 T's. So it'll get there. I mean, I wouldn't trust a guy with 2 to 3 targets. You're gonna pick him up, and he's gonna do nothing for you. You're gonna get the goose egg and wonder why you even did that. Jonathan Smith. Okay, I have Lamar, Hurts, Saquon, Damian Harris, Mixon, Moss, James Robinson, Devonte Adams, Lockett, Jones, Myers, Schultz, Goddard. What should I be looking to do? It's a pretty solid team,
man. Yeah. The only thing I would say is just trade depth for better starters. I mean, all these Damian Harris is a good sell-high candidate.
Right now
Moss.
because Devonte Adams is out. Lockett's playing, with Geno Smith over there.
Marvin Jones is Marvin Jones, and then
he's probably
you're
starting Jones and Myers at this point right now, and you got good tight ends, Schultz and Goddard. You're good there. It's pretty hard to even decide who you're going to start there. So with wide receivers, where you're hurting at, and obviously because you got Adams out, but I mean even just Lockett in general is in a bad situation right now. So that's what I'd be looking for is to do shore up your wide receiving core, maybe and trade one of these Schultz or Goddard for a good wide receiver. Because you don't need 2 tight ends sitting around, and they're going to decide. You're going to have a hard time deciding which one to start what week, and you're going to probably end up starting the wrong guy each week. So you might as well just stick with one. Trade away the tight end.
Schultz.
Get a wide receiver. You know what I mean? That's my take on that team.
100% agree. You're definitely going to want to upgrade your wide receivers.
Cole Pierce here. This is a new guy. Say what's up, what's up, what's up.
What up, Cole? Let's give him the rundown.
Yep. Like and subscribe
if
you haven't already.
We're getting good at that.
We got the comments down below. Things going on. So, they got the sleeper app going on. So, join us there. But you got a 10-team PPR league. We got Anthony coming in here. Gotta change this thing up here. There you go.
What? It's Anthony with the hat.
What up?
He's back. It's Hat Man.
Anthony with the hat.
What up, world? We're back, and we're rocking the hat again. Always. Man. I spent $22.99 on this hat. I'm gonna wear it.
Right,
dude. You came in like Sting in the old wrestling days.
Is that how that happens?
Was it just like dropped in from the top rope, dude?
Right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say something.
We're gonna drop this question to you first.
A little too soon. I'm gonna say you could drop me from the rafters, but let's not go there. Still too soon.
So Cole here wants to know if you should be making any moves. 10-team PPR league.
And the Hatman Hart.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
What a dirty guy.
I said it was too soon. I didn't say it. You said it. I said it was too soon.
I just said Ant the Hatman Hart.
You know what it is. All right, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail the show there with my entrance. What's up, everybody?
Straight
Okay.
to a
So-
death joke right away.
Immediately.
Sickening.
Just killed the mood.
Right.
Killed the mood. No pun
10
intended.
PPR league. I got Kyler Kamara, Swift, Hendo, Patterson, Darrell Williams, AJ Brown, DJ Moore, Marvin Jones, Ruggs, Bateman, and Kelsey. I'm 3-4. I'm not panicking, but should I make any moves? So you got Kyler Kamara.
Yeah, my boy is freaking stacked.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know how you're 3-4 with this team. Your running backs haven't really been hurt. You have like the pickup of the century in Patterson. Darrell Williams, another great handcuff that's come in. Maybe because the receiving core is a little weak. I would maybe just trade off some of that running back depth to boost your wide receivers. It's kind of tough who you would go after right now. Maybe you can get Tyrique Hill low. I mean, he's probably the only buy low candidate that's kind of left out there right now. You know, the window for AJ Brown shut. Maybe Diggs. But I mean, who else do you guys have as buy low targets, as far as high end wide receivers?
Cole. Oh, hey. Ant, will you send a link? Tycoon just asked for a link. So you might want to hop on. Hey, Cole. So your team it looks like they haven't all hit at the same exact time. You're going to be good come the entire year. Your team is beyond stacked. Like AJ Brown just came back. He just had a sighting last week. Marvin Jones and Ruggs, I wouldn't have any problem trading those guys. Bateman's going to be super high value. Obviously, Swift, Kamara, you're killing it. Kyler, best advice that I can give you, and I'm sure we'll all give you, is just stay on top of your bye weeks. Be smarter than everybody else that you're playing against. And like Frank had just said, be a week or 2 weeks ahead of everybody. You don't need to get first. You just need to get in that top 4 if that's what's going to make playoffs. And that's all that matters because your team is going to be stacked coming into playoffs. So we're hoping for good health, all that kind of good stuff. You shouldn't have any problem right now. I'm sure at 3-4, you're not even – you're somewhere in the middle of the pack. Somewhere there, you're going to get the points. You're going to be able to turn it around. So definitely wouldn't panic. Just stay on top of your bye weeks. So here, let me even see.
You might have had a couple of weeks like Anthony where he's like second highest scoring guy of the week. You played the one guy that scored just that much more than you, right?
Don't even get me started on that.
A few of those.
I'm playing Greg this week. He's in a non PPR. I'm projected at 118, which is pretty good, and he's projected at 121. Like the next closest projection is like 108. Like I'm like, why are we both like for him too? Like why is he playing me and why am I playing him? Like we're both being punished. But anyway,
this is the way it goes. This is
my league. It's my league to lose at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
them boys that traded Gibson and Kendricks in the 90 league for TJ Watt and Jacoby, and I was stoked to get that much. Trading Gibson, it's tough. Yeah, no.
See, he knows. Gibson is damn near impossible, man. Because they drafted him so high. People are still hard to get rid of their number 2 drafted person, Some people, like if you ask Ann at the beginning of the year, that was his person he didn't want to walk away from the draft with. We were all high on Gibson. And then
0 shares of him. The fantasy gods opened up for me there.
Straightened up.
I'll still pay for him.
Maybe that's why.
Ask Frank. I was still trying to trade for him.
Yeah.
And he traded me Saquon instead. Like I didn't want Saquon, I wanted Gibson.
I don't even want to talk about
Frank
Saquon. Trades.
Don't get me wrong. I'll still take him, but I'm just saying.
Some of these other comments were for previous other things we were talking about. Be careful with Sonny Michel coming back for Henderson. I had Sonny Michel shares. I'm not worried about that. I don't think he's actually going to impact Henderson in a meaningful way. You know what I mean? He's going to have some touches here and there just to spell him, and things like that. But I don't think he's going to be in his fantasy value.
All right.
Right.
We have a guest.
Oh,
we have another guest. We have another guest joining
us.
We have another guest joining us. Well, he's no guest here. He's always welcome, as we know, the one, the only Tycoon.
I gotta fix this.
What's up,
What up?
Tycoon?
I gotta shift a little.
Hey,
Yeah, we don't have a
hey, the
four-person,
one, the only.
Tycoon.
Oh, there we go.
It was like building
Hey,
up
the
to all
one,
this
the-
grand entrance, and then I was trying to figure out how to turn off the overlay there, but we got there.
We're gonna drop hella names right now. The one, the only, Papa Conks, Tycoon, Chris. Hey,
Mr. McConty.
That's me. Well, thanks for
AKA.
having me, boys. I know I was able to get on briefly at the end of late night Friday, but
Yeah,
stoked to
that
be
was
able to
awesome.
join you at least partly here for the Wednesday show. This is fun. It's been
Absolutely.
far
For
too
sure, for
long, having this happen.
it's
Right,
all
right.
meant to be, dude. Can you show off the shirt for us?
Oh, AKA the best
That's
dressed
a-
man in fantasy.
It's Halloween time, baby. This is the old, this
AKA.
is when I get to bust this out.
Absolutely. Is that one of those like Halloween
boy,
like suit
clean.
things where
Right.
like you have the
No,
tie
not the
and
full suit. It's just
jacket?
the
Just
button
the shirt. Oh, okay.
I'm too cheap
Those
to
are
buy the
cool.
suit. Those are
Oh,
cool.
okay.
but I'm
Yeah, I'm
cheap.
like those are cool. I'd rock one of those. Maybe
This was
one
like
day.
$12.
Hey,
The suit's like 60.
Tucked into pajama pants for sure.
Nah, not this time.
I'm just kidding.
When he knows he's on with you, he has to go full dress now. He knows that now.
Right.
You gonna show off the socks, man? Hey, the socks gotta match the shirt, right?
Actually, I do have black socks with the orange pumpkins too, but I'm not wearing them. But I do have them.
Oh, okay.
That's
Gotta be.
amazing.
My wife is a Halloween obsessed person, so I mean, this is kind of 24/7, 365 for us in general, like in the house. Just this week for me,
Oh,
really.
cool.
But I mean, I'm around it all the time, so.
That's awesome.
Gotta love it. Hey, so if you guys haven't, actually, Tycoon, hey, shout out the channel, all that kind of stuff. So if you guys aren't already involved, make
Yeah,
sure to
quick
check
plug.
out Tycoon.
Hey, keep it quick. Don't want to interrupt the middle with a plug, but yeah, come check me out on Twitter is where I'm probably most active at FF_Tycoon and part of the Fantasy Collective, FF_Collective. And that's where you'll also find my writing and where you will find my podcast and my show. I actually usually broadcast a little bit before the Get Right crew. So if you're available usually around 8 o'clock on Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock Pacific, come check me out as kind of a warm up to get here into the main course of Get Right. And you can find me over at the Fantasy Boardroom on YouTube, and it also streams live on my Twitter account. So thanks for letting me
Let's
throw
go.
that out there.
Heck yeah, man.
Sure. Hey, we should do that. We gotta start streaming live on Twitter.
We need to go different
Speech.
platforms.
I
We'll
don't
get there.
I mean, do the same thing. You just add
Who's
an
this to you?
extra source on your StreamYard here. You already have it broadcasting to YouTube. Have it go to
Hey,
Twitter.
already
that's
doing the
behind
hard
the
part.
scenes.
Yeah, I was gonna
Hey,
say we're already doing
behind
the
the
hard
scenes
part.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so how was your
Trying to
day,
get these
Tycoon?
things
Like,
done
all right,
ourselves
hey,
right here.
let's get to these
Yeah,
questions.
let's-
Hey,
yeah,
let's
we
get
got
to
people
these
waiting.
questions, boys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
All right,
no,
go
there's
ahead.
a lot of
Go
stuff
ahead,
building
Frank.
up.
Where
I'm
are we
still,
at? I know
way
you've
over here.
been
So
rolling.
F
it.
of
Yeah, go ahead.
season, I'll just read it off real quick. I don't want to block you guys for too long. Which player would you prefer to trade away Gibson for? Chase, Edmonds, Higgins, Claypool, Michael Pittman?
I would want
Chase Edmonds. Next question.
I would want two people for that trade. I would want Pittman and Edmonds, but that's just me.
Edmonds. Yeah,
I like
definitely Edmonds.
What do you think, Frank?
Pittman and Edmonds. I'd go for Pittman and Edmonds, like Anthony said. I don't know if I don't. I like trading away my running backs, and if I do, I better get two people back. Basically, it's a 2-for-1 trade on that side.
That's a Frank trade. Got to know how
Yeah.
Frank likes to trade. But yeah, I think I'm there.
I got to figure out a bet that I can get a hat for me so you can burn it.
I will never bet this hat on anything.
Sweet.
There
There
you
you go.
It's staying right here on my head, at least until I get a haircut. So that's all right.
So we got Trilly Seb. Did it come up?
Trilly.
Sorry, I messed it up now. So what up, guys? I'm back. Got another trade. I'm iffy on. Let's see what's the trade. I got offered Dalvin Cook and Pittman for Mixon and Debo.
Hot no.
Hey, Trilly. Frank, before you get there, Trilly, appreciate you. Give you the same rundown. If you haven't, make sure to like and subscribe. We appreciate having you. We got a whole host of analysts that are going to jump into your question right now. Subscribing is obviously going to a good cause. If you've been watching the show, we're donating money for every subscriber that we have. shout out Dim Boys, who's also Get Right Family. He's one of us. And he's also answering questions in the chat room. And we lost Anthony.
No, I was trying to.
Were you trying to switch sides?
No, we're
Yeah,
back.
I was trying
We're
to
back.
not cover Tycoon. Like, they all
It's
know
gonna
me.
happen.
Yeah, I'm just, anyway, we're all good.
So
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
letting the
take it
hat
off.
rest
That
on
was-
top, so I'm just over the chat bar.
Oh, there you go. See,
There you go.
Hey, just sit on a stack of books so you're
like
just
Wilson,
above
it's
it.
gonna be like Wilson in Home
Yeah.
Improvement.
Speaking of Wilson,
Yeah, we need to get fancy. So, like,
Yeah,
when
where's
the
Wilson?
comments come up, it just shakes us up and then shakes us back down. But yeah, anyways, Dalvin Cook and Pittman for Mixon and Debo. I like the Mixon and Debo side on that. What do you guys think?
I like the Cook and Pittman side.
Yeah, I'm staying Cook and Pittman.
I think the gap between Cook and Mixon is larger than Debo and Pittman. Well, I take that back because really Cook is the main attraction on one side and Debo on the other. So
Yeah, it's Cook for Debo and then Mixon for Pittman.
Yeah.
It's weird when you kind of put that, but yeah, I still want the Cook Pittman side.
I always want to come away if I can with the best player in the deal. So in that case, it's Dalvin, even if as a whole it might seem. And I just don't trust Mixon. I don't know. I know he's had some good games, but it's Joe Mixon.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
It's
what?
Dustin, where's
Them
that
boys,
at?
I think
Did you weigh in on that one?
he likes the Debo side on that?
No.
I'm just a host, but you guys want my opinion?
We always want your
I'm like a
opinion.
host. Hey, I'm like a host. I don't, I just have Frank's reading questions. Hey, I'm going Mixon and Debo. I'm going Mixon and Debo on that one.
Ooh,
Hey, Debo's killing it this
He
year
lost
points wise. Obviously, Mixon's
Yes.
doing what he's doing. Dalvin's great. Dalvin's gonna have games that's gonna surprise us. Somebody's gonna hit me up like, "Oh, remember you wanted Mixon over Dalvin?" But overall, in the season, give me the Mixon Debo side.
ooh, I like this next question.
Debo's underrated.
He is still. Yeah, I agree with that.
Debo's the man, especially if Ayuk
Like
ain't
the
nobody.
next one?
It's all going
What do you
to
think
Debo.
about trading away Pittman, CD, Dak, and Gibson, Tim Patrick for
Damn.
Josh Allen, Tyreek Hill, Edmonds, and Ridley?
It
Yeah,
might be
hell yeah.
easier to just change
like that
league
at all.
settings and have the commissioner assign you to that team and the other way around.
No, don't be that guy.
Let's see.
Be that
I
guy,
I
Tycoon.
used to love trades like this, but then I kind
I
of
love
now
Yeah, I would
I'm
absolutely
now
do
on
that
this-
though.
I'm now on this side. But yeah, to answer the question,
Like
I'll
that's a
take the
no-brainer,
Allen-
actually.
Yeah, Allen Hill, Edmonds, Ridley. I'll take that, and I'm not even the biggest Ridley fan myself, but I'll take that side for sure. If you can do
Yeah,
that,
they're-
LeBron's do it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, if you can pull that off, absolutely, I support you. 100.
LeBron's been here before, so I'm not going to give you that same rundown. But make sure to like it. No,
I'm
I'm
on the
just
other side of
kidding. Like, hey, that's what we need to do.
Jonas,
Sorry,
I
I'm
have
going to go to
move
back
Gibson
end.
and Cooper post week 1 for Diggs and Higbee. Nice.
I'll just write it down and bring it up later.
Nice move.
I just got one at them boys right here. Mike Williams. Not really
I'm
worried.
interested to know what you're writing down right now. That intrigues me.
Well, this will be in our after show. Once Tycoon gets off, we don't
Yeah,
want Tycoon.
truly, that makes me like the Cook side even more, knowing you have Adams and Big Mike.
That's
you
awesome.
can afford to lose Evo to bring in the much better running back.
Mm-hmm.
So some conversation going on in the chat, and we're going to read all of them, trying to get through to the question we got going on here because these guys are like discussing it, so it's all good, you know. There's one from Jonah. Hold on. Should I trade Goddard for Tony? I need a wide receiver, and the guy that I'm trading has Uzama and Waller is hurt. So
What else do you have
Trying
at
to
tight
get,
end besides Goddard, though?
Yeah, it's tough giving away a pretty much set it and forget it tight end at this point.
yeah, now that Ertz is gone,
Right.
and shoot, that dude.
I mean, I like
Get Tony and get Uzama. Hey, get Tony and ask him for Uzama back. Run that. Get rid of Goddard. That's perfect.
Yeah, depending on how he feels on Tony, but that window's closing. As soon as he plays again, you're not going to be able to.
Or
get
how
Tony.
he feels on Waller. Hey, give me Waller.
How do you feel, Tycoon, on Tony? I don't think I've ever asked you that, or I don't know if we've had that conversation.
I'm
Until
still
you're
undecided. I was definitely way low on him coming in.
Yeah.
Super low.
Yeah. Like he
So
wasn't
he's-
even a
no, yeah.
thought in my
Right.
case. Yeah.
So he's already been much better than I could have expected. I mean, the guy is clearly electric when he's got some open space. My biggest fear is actually not so much about Tony. It's just I still view Sterling as the alpha of that group. I mean, he's still going to command by far the most targets on that team when he comes back out of the slot position. But Tony is obviously no slouch. I mean, I'm a risky guy. I like to gamble. I would probably still be throwing him out there regularly when he's playing unless he starts, throwing up duds. But from what we've seen of him when he's been on the field, that hasn't been the case. And honestly, Galladay doesn't seem to be it. I've never really been a big Slayton fan. I don't think John Ross is going to have the 5th-year breakout, 7th-year breakout, whatever the hell it is.
Fastest man in football.
That's all we know about him, right?
So, yeah, I mean, I'm here for Tony, especially until Saquon comes back, hopefully next week, but we'll see. But, yeah, if Tony's on the field,
I went out and got shares of
Saquon
Tony.
especially, oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, I went out and got shares of Tony. I thought I seen enough of him that I was like, okay, yeah, this guy's got some real talent. You know what I mean? Like you could see him just go above and beyond some of the other players around him, and
There's that one play against Diggs.
You know what I mean? And I think that the Giants seen that, and they're gonna, be feeding him the ball. This is just one play, man.
The human joystick, right? The next human joystick? Is that what they're calling him?
Froze up or something?
Yeah, Joker.
Looks like
Joker
Pac-Man
Tony.
Jones, the way he just is evading people in one spot.
Right. Like in a phone booth. He has that like
exactly
in a phone booth kind of stuff.
Hey,
yeah, that's nice.
I think Tycoon hit it right, and I'm gonna put him in a category. I don't like comparing players. I'm gonna put him like with the Rondell Moore, where there's so many receivers on that team. We don't know who it's gonna be exactly. So it's hard to pick up a 4th fantasy relevant receiver for a team. You know what I mean? Like we know if we're talking about dynasty, like hell yeah, this guy's gonna have a future. It looks like right now, just like Rondell Moore. But right now with the current team, they're having to draw a play specifically for him, that sort of stuff. So interesting to see what's going to happen.
Agreed. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail the question.
That one from season repiting to what we were doing. We good with that?
What do you say?
We good with that question?
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll send away Gibson with Allen and get Fournette and Tooney. This trade would have been
Tony.
I always like saying it like that. I don't know why.
It's because Mike. He's from New York. He's from
Is
New
that
York.
why? I've been hanging out with Mike too much on that Friday show.
That's
that
exactly
New York
what it is.
Starting
This
to
is not
rub
Looney-
off on me a little
Not
bit.
Looney
Send away
Toonies,
Gibson
it's
with
Looney
Allen.
Tonies.
What? Wait, what Allen? Because if that's Josh Allen, Keenan Allen, what the fuck? I mean, what the heck?
Whoa, we
That's
got
one.
it.
That's
Hey,
one for
1-1.
Tycoon.
Got
Hey,
him,
them boys.
Got him.
I'm sorry, I had a Marshawn moment. I'm so sorry.
Hey, guys, that's not what we represent here on this show. That's not what we wanted. I should have stopped him. Hey, Frank had F's and B's last week. It's all right, man.
but what Allen was that? Because that really is
I'm pretty sure it's Keenan Allen.
Yeah. No.
I've been trying to tell him
Allen for
shit,
Tony and Fournette.
I keep been trying to tell
Frank,
him
you
to
got to
keep-
leave him up. We got to
keep
block
Allen.
him because I can't even see the questions before they're gone. Okay,
Yeah,
then
I
I'll
don't
just
mind
send
being
away.
blocked. I don't mind being blocked. Just block me. That's why I got the Niner hat on so they could just see that.
Okay, then I'll just send away Gibson with Allen to get Fournette and Tony.
What did you tell
This
this
trade
man
would
to
have
do?
been unimaginable a few weeks ago, but here we are.
It's unimaginable now, season. I'm sorry, bro. I love you, but
Yeah.
Because we like you. I've been telling you, season, you gotta keep Allen, man. Don't trade him away.
If I didn't know you and like you, season, I'd be roasting you right now.
See, you're part of the family. We do it out of love, man. Don't do it. Hold strong with Allen.
Good.
It'll be fine.
So Cole Pierce, start 3, Godwin, Chubb, AJ
I'm
Brown,
doing that
and
trade.
Diggs.
I'm doing that trade. I'm only getting rid of
PPR.
Allen for Fournette and Tony. Send it.
No, Gibson and Allen.
Nah, Gibson is. Hey,
Gibson,
he's off my radar
Just
at
a
this point.
throwaway piece. Okay.
Get
Alright,
rid
So
of
is
him.
Chubb back this week even? So I mean,
Sounds
do you
like
even
it.
have to make that decision? Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we asking Yahoo or? Hey, it depends who you're asking.
Yahoo! Everybody's back to questionable on Tuesday,
Yeah.
If Chubb's back, start Chubb,
I hate that.
Godwin.
and I assume digging is
AJ.
Diggs.
Yeah, he has it corrected
Yes,
right here.
Diggs. Yeah, he just directed right
Oh,
off it.
yeah.
Sorry, Frank. I didn't want to. I just wanted to put it up because I wanted to see it, even though I can kind of read it here. It's
Yeah,
easier
yeah.
to see on there.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely Chubb and AJ.
What are you guys are comfortable with?
Definitely.
I think
Chubb and
Diggs is
AJ.
coming back, man.
With
I'm
no
going
Andrew
Diggs
So
over
is
Godwin.
AJ, and so is God. I mean, Godwin doesn't have
Sticking
AB
with
now to
Godwin.
deal with. They're playing. Godwin's probably the guy out of the three. Yeah, if Chubb's
Yeah, I'm going
playing.
Godwin, Chubb, Brown if Chubb's playing, and then reasoning is AB still out, and Tampa Bay plays New Orleans, right? So that means Marshawn Lattimore on Mike Evans, and he usually shuts him out. One of them's going to get a personal foul. They're going to get chippy.
Hey,
They always do.
yes.
Like it's always.
Hey,
fun
one of my
watching those two
favorite
go at it,
matchups in
man.
the NFL right there.
Actually, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
we get
Now
it
I think I
twice a
mentioned Diggs. I think the Bills are just going to have it too easy against the Dolphins.
Xavier and Howard's
Dolphins
so good
defense
if
is
he
no
wants to
punks,
play.
but they're still injured,
Yeah, I
mean,
right?
they
They
have
still
been.
got
Yeah,
they got
a
Byron
couple
and
injuries over there right now.
Xavier.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd be playing Godwin, Chubb, AJ for sure.
Yeah, I'd go there.
Wow,
Yeah,
I can't believe
Chubb-
we're talking
Chubb
about
with
AJ
no
Diggs.
hunt.
College playoff schedule this
I know,
year.
right? Over Godwin too. That's crazy.
Mixon and looking pretty good. So he was going back to that earlier trade about Dalvin Cook
Hmm.
and Mixon
Yeah.
involved, and he's thinking Mixon's looking pretty
Read
good.
it
this year.
out.
Yeah, so
Yeah, what's Dalvin?
I already did. Did it. I really don't like Dalvin's playoff schedule this year either, and Mixon's is looking pretty good, and he's been playing pretty good. That's what he's saying. He's agreeing to that other trade that we were talking about earlier.
Bengals get Broncos, Ravens, Chiefs. 15, 16, 17.
That's
Hey,
doable.
Dim Boys is calling you out, Tycoon.
I don't think.
Hey, first ever F-bomb from Tycoon. Welcome to the show.
welcome to
Right?
welcome to Get Right.
I
Welcome
got to
Get
remember
Right.
the house rules, man. Oof.
No,
Hey,
no, it's
we
all
fucking
good. It's
love
just
it.
we just keep track. That's all. That's all it is.
So
It's
Myers or
we
Pittman
can
rest
do
of the
it.
season. I'm gonna go with Pittman.
Myers.
Yeah, I'm with Dustin on that one. That's Myers. I love Myers. He will get a touchdown eventually. If he
Jacoby
actually had a
Myers
couple touchdowns mixed in, man, everybody would be obsessed with this guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh yeah. If he could score.
he's gonna be
He's-
another
he's-
Julio Jones. Get you
Yeah, I
all
was
the
gonna say,
yardage,
he's a-
another
he's a
If
touchdown.
he
poor
could
man's Julio.
score.
Hey, if he becomes even 3/4 or a half of Julio Jones, even without the touchdowns, give me that all day.
Mr.
Hell
Quintez,
yeah.
Not current
Lopez,
Julio, but you know,
Jones.
Right, moving
Quintez,
on.
baby.
Chili Sab also have Goddard
Love it.
and Waller. Should try to trade Goddard and like Damian Harris for solid RB2 or RB1.
Like,
Welcome
If
him
that'll
in,
get
yeah.
you one, hell yeah.
Damn. I can't even believe. I'm not going to say it. I need a couple more weeks.
You have to now.
I want to say I think I want Goddard over Waller rest of the season.
Woo!
Ugh.
That's why I said I'm going to wait a couple weeks. I got to see.
Frank, block him.
But it's no fun in a couple weeks. This is fun now.
No, but that's
Oh,
what that's
yep.
my hot take.
That's
I
what makes
mean,
it spicy,
honestly,
yeah.
that's to me like when I first saw that, like that was my initial gut.
It's
I was
not a
like-
hot take. It's like an oven take right now because you're
Yeah.
waiting.
Right? So that's my lukewarm take.
Oh,
Baking
Goddard
tape.
over Waller
Rasta.
rest of season.
power outage.
That's all right. The show must go on.
Okay,
I
we're
say,
back.
good thing you do this from your phone then.
So Slide, welcome to the show. I don't know if
You'll
if
never
you
know though,
guys
man.
like-
Android.
Hey, camera looks good.
Right?
Android over iPhone, anyways.
Hell yeah.
No, we're
Sorry. Hey,
talking
Slide. Before you get to that, Slide, I feel like I've seen you before, but I have been reading forward on the chats. Apologize if I miss you. Like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Go for everybody that we see down here. Jack, all you guys. If you guys haven't, like and subscribe. It's going to a good cause right now. Up until the end of the month, we have a couple people donating towards St. Jude's for every follower and like that we get. So we appreciate all of it. Appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't yet, we got Tycoon from the Fantasy Boardroom. You can see the placard behind him. He is, to you guys, going to be on the bottom left if you're watching on YouTube, TV, all that kind of stuff. Make sure to check him out. Best dressed man in show business right now. He's pounding Coors. He's freaking slaying fantasy
Coors.
facts.
No.
It's not Coors. Don't judge
Nothing
me.
wrong with Coors, but no.
Nice.
Yeah, there is.
All right.
That's
I took over the chat. Is that where we were,
Frank
Is
hates
that the
it.
one we
Yeah.
were on?
That's where we're at.
Go ahead, read it off.
We're good. Yeah, I can't stand Coors. I'm sorry. Hey guys, I'm in a 16-team half-point PPR league deep. I somehow made it out like a bandit on the waiver wire this weekend. Raymond, MVS, and P. Ryan. My issue now is that I need to drop a wide receiver to fit under the roster cap. I currently have Keenan Allen, Hollywood, Aguilar, and Cobb. Do I sacrifice Aguilar even though he's finally emerging as a Pats wide receiver too? Also nervous about the possibility of starting. It keeps going on.
I love it.
Special
Keep it coming.
starting as wide
Frank.
receivers this week.
Yeah, take a breath and then keep
That was
going.
a long
Frank.
one. Yeah.
All right, so say it again. What
I
happened?
couldn't see it. I got the comments that was blocking my whole
Hey,
thing. All right, you ready?
From the beginning?
All right, we'll start at the top. From the beginning. Here we go.
Kidding. Hey, we're just kidding.
We're just kidding.
I know.
Really, to me, I P. Ryan and Raymond. I mean, Cleve did good, all that kind of
You
stuff.
gotta
I'm not
remember,
saying
man,
anything bad.
16 team. That's a man's freaking league right there.
Yeah.
Love it. And a deep
Yeah.
bench.
It's deep, yeah. So like,
Dude,
That
I'm in a
means-
14-team league with deep
That's
benches,
probably-
and it's impossible.
yeah,
There's probably nobody out there, so yeah, that's why he's like.
Yeah, so
like
those
you
are
said,
pretty
he
good
made out like a
pickups this
bandit.
week.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are good pickups. MVS, if
then-
he starts, you should be good with him. Samaje P. Ryan's doing some numbers over there. Roster Capper currently have Keenan Allen, Hollywood, Aguilar, Cobb. Do I sacrifice Aguilar, even though he's finally emerged as Pats?
I would take Aguilar over Cobb. I would cut Cobb over Aguilar at this point.
Hmm.
Yeah, because now
Devonte
you're going to
and
end up with
Lazard.
MVS
Tycoon wants to
and
keep
Cobb.
everybody. He wants to
Yeah,
keep
but
everyone.
you don't want to keep both
No, I
guys. You don't
don't.
want to have. You don't want to have MVS and Cobb, though both guys.
Yeah,
are the same.
MVS is the guy you get rid of. You play Cobb, especially
Really?
this week. Absolutely. Not
Okay,
even close.
there you go. There
In
you go.
DFS, Cobb is going to be my captain in
Hey.
the showdown tomorrow night.
I might have
Heard
to
it here
do an
first.
honorary start right there for you. Just I'm throwing him in Mike's.
I'm
Daily
just
league
saying,
right there, just
with
'cause of
no Adams, no Lazard, Aaron's going to go to the guy that he trusts, the guy that
He
Green Bay
forced
brought
him to pick up.
to satisfy him after all the drama of the offseason. Brought back his boy Randall. This is Randall's time to shine. Scantling kind of sucks, to be honest.
I was gonna say, in Aaron
Never
Rodgers,
Valdez
hates him.
Scantling, so there's a slight bias going into this to begin with. I mean, to me, I would, if you got to get rid of a wide receiver, I'd kick MVS right back to the curb, roll with Cobb, because I'm with you. I would not be trying to roll with two Green Bay wide receivers this week. Slide. They put Cobb in place of MVS and boot MVS and keep Aguilar over either of them, honestly.
right, and that's kind of how I feel. I was just
Boys,
kind of the other way
I'd
around.
give
Tim
up
Boyce does not
Aguilar
agree.
over here. First step from him, but yeah, I would agree with you.
Screenshot
Tycoon
that.
here,
It's in the record
because Aaron and Cobb have history, and
Right.
he's back over there, and they're homies. I don't think he wanted Cobb to go. I think he just lost
No.
a step or something, and they just let him go. And I was like, that's kind of crazy. Now that
He
he's
looked
back,
good on
I mean,
Dallas.
the bromance is on again. You know what I mean? So I would definitely start Cobb over. And just give it, you know what I mean?
Love it.
Like for real.
Yep. I want to hear Tycoon's thought on this. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Dallas, Dallas
sorry.
resurged.
We know,
Randall
we get the
Cobb,
same
we
thing.
wouldn't be
We're in the
talking
same
about
spot.
this guy.
Yeah, I know.
My,
yeah.
My thoughts
Thoughts
on
on
Gaskins are
Gaskins,
that it's
right?
Gaskin. Like, that's what my thoughts are. It's Miles Gaskin. There's
That's
no
why I
S.
said. That's why I said I need to get his thoughts on it.
So respect the man,
That's
get his
hilarious.
name right, and then we can have a discussion. That's what my thought is.
Love it. We had to bring him on to hash this out. He's been screaming from the chat. We had to bring him on to tell us. It's Gaskin, guys. No S.
I am a stickler. I'm the guy who gets pissed off at broadcasters. Now, they have a higher standard because they're actually getting paid to do this, but
Millions.
getting their names right, like, it drives me nuts when somebody getting paid, $500,000 a year doesn't know who they're talking about on screen, let alone how to say their name.
Tycoon,
That just bothers me.
Tycoon, can you please do me a favor? And how do we pronounce Tua's full name? First
Tua
and last.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah,
That's pretty damn good.
There's a invisible.
This reminds me of
That was
TJ Houshmandzadeh. Remember when the announcer like really
Hoosh.
tore up Houshmandzadeh? That was ridiculous.
Oh my god, I got that one wrong
Houshmandzadeh.
for years. Yeah.
The Who's Your Mama?
What's his name? Yeah, it's like they just kind of. I give with you some of that, but Gaskins, just in general though, Gaskins. That's
Gaskin.
talking about the guy.
No
Gaskins
Gaskin.
He's
Gaskin.
good.
I'm reading the
Tycoon's
screen.
gonna
That's why I
blow a
got it.
gasket.
It's Miles with an S. Gaskin with no S. He
He's
should just
gonna be
change
the
his
roller
name.
coaster he's been though. You're gonna have 2-point games and you're gonna have 20 plus. I mean,
That roller coaster.
Things are improving with Tua back, though. I think that
I agree.
he was having a rough go of it, so things are looking a little bit more steady Eddie for him now because of Tua. You know what I mean? Like I know what you're talking about. That he has been hit or miss. Basically a you know one of those guys. It just again either gives you 20 or 2. You know what I mean? And that's what you're going to get out of him. But I think he's going to be more a steady Eddie 10 or 12 now that Tua's in. You know what I mean?
I agree with you there.
Eckler, just ones. Here we
I think
go.
we're on Jack. Yeah, there you go.
Jack Lombard. Is Jerry Jeudy a start this week? My other options are Tony, if healthy, A-Rob, Hunter, Renfro, and in the standard league.
Non-PPR.
PPR, yeah, exactly.
I'd roll the dice with
Judy's
Judy if they say he's playing.
Especially over A-Rob.
The only other one I would consider there would be Tony.
I pray that A-Rob gets traded, man.
But
Somebody
I'd go
free
Judy.
that man.
please. And start Judy over all those people. I don't know what you guys just said, but start Judy, yes.
Yeah, basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Nah, we agree.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
I was like, if for some reason you're
A-Rob.
not feeling it, maybe Tony, but for the most
And that's
part,
why I'm
you're
holding
going
A-Rob
Judy as
because
long
in
as he's
case he
good.
does get traded, he might have a Zach Ertz situation and wake up
Right.
6
He's
Trade
basically
A-Rob to
droppable,
Green
but
Bay.
keep him for that possibility.
Exactly.
Green Bay won't do anything of sorts.
No.
We don't pick up offensive guys. Like, hey,
I wish
what?
so
Or
badly
defensive.
New Orleans would trade for him because they
That
bring in
would be
A-Rob
good.
and then get MT back. Oh, man, Jameis be cooking.
Ooh,
So now we got
That's
another.
funny because that was the other team that was on my mind.
Look his
Exactly.
W. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
What's going on over here?
That was
I
the
pray that
worst
nobody ever
thing.
makes like a GIF out of
That's
that.
what I'm saying. That's why I was like, I'm not doing it. Good luck to you guys. That'll happen.
Yeah.
We're not that big
Gift
yet.
out right there.
He has worse
All right.
ones than that. Emil,
Emil Collier, what are you
Welcome
guys'
back.
thoughts on Randall Cobb? Would you start him over Michael Gallup, Tyler Boyd in PPR?
he's coming with fire, boys.
That's actually a really good question.
Yeah, that's very tough. Like, I have to go to almost rankings on that. Hold on.
Let me just jump in right away then.
Well, you know you're going to say
I know what you're going to say. Yeah.
I'm rolling
sorry,
the dice
Gallup.
on Randall. I'm rolling the dice on
Oh.
Randall Cobb this week. I want to wait a week. I know that Gallup's going to come back up to par, but I'm not ready to go Michael Gallup yet. I don't play players when they're first coming back off of injury because it's going to take some adapting. Dak loves him, obviously. So if I'm rostering one of these people, obviously it's going to be Michael Gallup. But I've spoken, dude. Meeting adjourned. That was like a tycoon,
Well,
fantasy boardroom
we'll keep it
reference right
simple
there.
then. If you're referencing the boardroom, and that is pretty much exactly what I was going to say. So yeah, 100%.
What about you, Frank?
I think
Frank's
Gallup
deep
is-
researching right now.
I was looking up some stats real quick. I was going to let you guys know, but I agree with how Dustin said it. Cobb for this week, Gallup for the rest of the season, and I don't agree with the other part that you said. I wouldn't play a player after he comes back from injury. I've seen many guys just come back and just have a phenomenal game and then have the dud after that. It seems like that you miss out on
Yeah,
that one
it could-
game and then
it
you
could
start the
burn.
guy and then the next week is the is the dud game, and then you feel like, oh, you just really missed out because now you know what I mean, like you shot yourself in the foot basically trying to
I agree with that.
see
I
what
guess I'm just
happens
saying my
instead of risking it.
safest.
Yeah, I
I'm
think it's a
going with
safer
my
bet.
safest floor is going to be Randall Cobb this week, I believe. I think MVS will be the highest scorer of Green Bay's receivers next week, but I like Randall Cobb.
Now,
Moving on.
well, I think when you're talking about players playing
we're
them
not.
just coming back from injury, the caliber of player matters. So, like, even just using the Cowboys as an example, if it was CD or Cooper, I don't care if it's the first game back
Firing
after
them
missing
up.
a whole season with injury. I mean, yeah, it's fire thing up. But if it's a wide receiver 3 on the team, yeah, maybe not so much.
God, but he did look
Especially
so
'cause,
good
hey,
in that first
Cedric-
game, though.
He did.
Yeah,
Cedric Wilson was killing it while he was gone.
yeah.
But I'll tell
Yeah.
you, Dak has the
He was almost
most
a backup.
chemistry with Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup as opposed to CeeDee Lamb. Although, I mean, it's not like CeeDee Lamb's no slouch, but these guys been playing for a while. You know what I mean? He loves them some Gallup. Gallup's going to get a 50-yard reception.
And he was working
Who's
on
that
his
guy?
route tree this offseason.
Like,
Gallup
Gallup's
and just trying to get
Really good player. There's
develop
no
more.
doubt about that.
Yeah. So
He would have by far.
Speaking
been
of
the
really
number
good
one.
receivers,
Yeah.
speaking of really good number 3 receivers, somebody save Brandon Cooks. Get him out of there. Trade him away, too. He could go to Green Bay as well. Hey, get
He
him
was pissed off
A-Rob.
about the Ingram
Get-
trade, so maybe he's ready to go.
Hey,
he's just trying to
right?
get people over to Green Bay, right? You're like, Green Bay needs some help. Get that boy some
Yeah,
help.
I know. Hey, they're not listening to Aaron Rodgers. They ain't listening to me.
Every Devonte owner's like, no.
Right. Exactly. Don't bring none of
There's
that
so
over
many
here,
other
like,
teams,
right?
but I mean, man, these guys, hey, they could be treated a lot better than what they're being treated right now. Can I ask you guys before we get to the next question? I have a question of my own. What do you guys think now that we're talking about the trades? With Ingram being traded, does that do anything for your value there? Does Philip Lindsay or David Johnson, does that do anything for you guys? Or are these guys like now relevant to you personally? Somebody you're targeting now?
Phil Lindsay's
Not
way down
targeting
there.
them.
Yeah.
But like if you're in a deeper league and say you've had somebody like Johnson clogging your roster, I definitely like Johnson over Lindsay the rest of the way, especially with Tyrod coming back. But it does nothing for Ingram for me, to be honest. If anything, it's nobody I'm targeting. But if you happen to have been stuck with Johnson as it is, now at least he will be playable probably. So at least there's that. But otherwise, it's.
Just dropped him in our Dynasty League like a week or 2 ago. So that's great
sweet.
news.
All right, let's go check this out.
Yeah,
Hey, Frank?
I don't even have anybody. Let's see what's up. Moving on. When my team is healthy, I
I'm
have
not
Josh
wasting a
Allen,
spot on him.
Dalvin Cook, Hunt, Adams, Mike Williams, Waller, and a 12-man, and I'm 2-5, laughing my ass off.
Whoa. Hey, just sit tight,
Wow.
bro. Hey, you're not 2-5 for long.
That is not a 2-5 team. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I have one like
Yeah.
that too, where I have I
And
have
12?
Devonte Adams. Oh, Tycoon, you're out here sending trades right now?
Oh, that was already said. I just noticed he hadn't accepted it yet.
My boy multitasking.
But yeah, that is a team of just unfortunate luck.
Making trades during the middle of the show here.
I got a message from Tycoon right now, like,
For
hey,
Tony.
on percent, like,
Don't if he plays Jack. Oh, he's talking about
Well, that
Jack
was to
over
somebody
here,
else, not to you,
Ezra.
man.
So we all see it. I like it. It sparks it. Gets us all antsy.
There's a little hot take from them boys. There's a true hot take. Ertz over Goddard rest of the season.
Ooh.
I don't hate
1,000,000% agree.
Yeah, I'm a big Goddard guy, but I love the situation for Ertz.
Ertz,
Yeah, Max
right?
Williams
Like, he
was
just-
Max Williams was a thing
Like his
before
guy.
his knee twisted sideways.
And Ertz is so much better than Max Williams. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I was just debating, and I'll tell
We
you
got a
guys.
question for you, Anthony.
It's all good. So not to bust the person out, but in all of our Dynasty League, I had just got a trade offer. I won't put all of it out there, but it was a lot of fab money and 2 decent players for Zach Ertz. And I was like, man, but Zach Ertz, like, I have Kelsey, but like Zach Ertz, like, has a lot of potential right now with where he's at. With that just being his first game, like, I couldn't pull the trigger. Basically, I couldn't. I wasn't in my normal Dustin mood where I'm like, whatever. Because I think Fab just doesn't appeal to me. Like, I haven't even spent my Fab really.
Especially in our deep bench dynasty league, there's no one really.
There's nobody to pick up and use the Fab.
Yeah, even if you wanted to use the Fab, you really can't.
For real.
So we should have thought that out when we put those settings together. We'll have to adjust that maybe for next year, but that's all right. Anyway.
I mean, hey, you can go pick up
there's
Trent
a couple things
Sherfield or Danny
that's for
Amendola right now. So hey.
Yeah.
Spend your Fab
And I
on
think
that.
Amendola just retired or something.
Hey, nobody out there in that league, man.
Kyle,
It's
you
terrible.
chick out there. Let's go.
You said you had a question for
Yeah.
me? Who's asking me?
Juice
Like,
just
you
got
said me?
dropped.
Yeah. Jonathan
Oh,
Smith
literally.
here. I wanted to ask
wondered
you,
that.
Anthony, how should I go about donating, or should I message the channel on Twitter? Oh, good question. I thought
So
it was
he asked earlier.
This thing's blown up, man.
Hey.
Hopefully we get all these donations going.
Hey, just to recap, when we went over what we're doing for our new subscribers, he had asked earlier. He's like, "Hey, man, that's awesome. Appreciate what you guys are doing. How can I get involved? How can I donate as well?" So we said, "Hey, we'll catch you off the show, or write us a message, stuff like that." So, what do you think, Anthony? Do we have him on Twitter, or do we have him on?
Yeah, you can.
We have him. Actually, we have him on Sleeper, right?
Yeah,
Well,
so you can.
I know you guys posted the link on Twitter.
Right, and you can definitely send us a message through the DM, and we can send you like the link, where to go if you just want to make a straight donation, or if you want to run it through us or something like that. But what we're gonna do, Frank, and I want to talk to you, is I want to put a list of like our donators and stuff, like for anyone that has donated. I'd love to be able to put your guys' name on our website just as a thank you. So again, shout out to them boys and his wife. For them actually matching us with our same $150 donation if we make that happen. Shout out to I think it was McGoats as well.
McGoats
making a $25 donation if we can hit 300 subscribers. So to us, like I know to me, that's not like what we were even asking, with this. And so for people to even go above and beyond that and want to just donate, money straight there, we're trying to do a little thing like this, but for them to go that extra mile, man, just again, taking a moment to say thank you guys and thank your families and, all the families that are, are going to be affected by it. It's not a lot of money, but all the little bit helps. And, it's definitely going to a great cause. So, and again, big shout out to Dustin for, putting this together, man. I really appreciate that. And it just kind of sets the tone to let you guys kind of know the type of people we are. And, we're all out here just doing this for fun and to help you guys out, man, and just build a good community. Especially in this, type of space, there's a lot of people with big egos and things like that. And, we don't come across that way, and we just want to have a good time. So anyway,
we're assholes for sure, but
yeah,
big egos, like not.
Yeah.
And on that note, though,
Very
if
humble.
you're watching this and you're not subscribed, don't be an asshole. Do you hate sick kids? Because if you don't subscribe in order to get an extra $1 to these sick children at St. Jude, that means you are an asshole. So it's that
the
simple. All you have to
greatest.
do is click a little button and you're getting $1
donated.
And I mean, I know it's only $1, but I mean, $1 plus $1 plus $1 plus $1 adds
$2
up, and every
right
dollar
now.
counts. Oh yeah, $2. So like,
It's
it
$2
all
right now.
matters. Again, sick kids. Do you hate sick kids?
Greatest
That's what you need to ask
retweet
yourself
I've
if
ever
you're
seen,
watching this
Tycoon.
and you are not subscribed. Also, it's poor taste to come in here and accept free advice from these three gentlemen from Classic Mike. These guys bust their absolute ass to give you 4 great shows a week. It's very simple to click a button and actually have a positive impact elsewhere in the world with something far more important than what we're talking about. So
Absolutely.
hit that subscribe button, please.
Amen, brother.
Well said.
Amen.
Appreciate that, Tycoon.
And once you hit that, make sure you get over to the fantasy boardroom and hit that subscribe button as well, man. We got to throw the love back out there.
Man, I'm going to have to do the same thing and probably have although it'll be a lot cheaper for me. I'm not getting a bunch of subscribers off this, so that's cool.
We'll work on it. You got those other platforms going. I see your hundreds of views over there, man. You're rolling on that other platforms, but we'll get it going here on the YouTube side. You are the best
Right.
dressed man in
Laughing at-
fantasy, man. They got to see it.
He figures
Hey,
that.
Tycoon's tweet
gotta
was
see it.
one of the funniest things I've ever read. Do you hate
That
sick
was
kids?
hilarious.
No.
No.
That's why you're gonna go subscribe. Like,
I'm just saying it does
Love
boil
it.
down to that. If you
It
if
really
you can't go
does.
click a button if you're watching that tells me you actively hate children with cancer, and that tells me you're a horrible person. So just click a button. It's so simple.
It's so
oh,
simple.
man.
Look at
Sorry,
this.
we're moving
Jack
on.
says you skipped my question. We're gonna
Oh,
get
no.
back to it, Jack.
What
We'll,
did Jack
we'll
ask?
be here for you, man. We'll get there.
His question.
Go ahead.
Did he have a question in there?
Hey, we got a thumbs down. Hey, we got
Hey,
a thumbs
We're
down
still
on our
up here with
YouTube today.
Joshua here,
Oh, really? I think that's our
Daryl
second
Williams, or Deontay
Oh,
Johnson
wait,
at flex,
Frank,
just
he
in
did-
case Barkley doesn't play. Sorry.
What happened?
I say Jack did have the question a couple before that I think we did skip.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
there
he?
was the Jerry Judy. We went to Emil. And then
Jack,
Also,
take away your
the
thumbs
Mitchell
down.
Devonte Williams.
Yeah, Mitchell
wasn't what-
versus
I wasn't
Devonte.
Yeah, this one.
I
Here
thought
we
it
go.
was something part of another question though. Also, Elijah Mitchell or Javonte Williams. Oh, that's the question: is which one to start?
Yeah, like a separate question.
Oh, if it's a start.
Elijah.
it's
Yeah, give me Eli.
If it's rest of season, maybe still Javonte.
Yeah, that's tough. I have both of them,
But it's
so for
hard.
me it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Anthony got lucky in that game, that rain game. That dude was taken out for a while too. I was like, why is not Elijah not on the field running this ball all this time? And I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
But-
I got worried.
He got his touchdown in early. He got his touches in early, so it worked out for you. I see.
Yeah, thank goodness for that first drive, man.
Yeah, it was a done deal after
Right?
that. Well, it wasn't done,
It
but
was
it
like-
helped.
The rain just kicked.
I think he
felt
only
like
got
all
like
that.
3 points after the first drive. So yeah, I'm pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it, dude. That was it.
Well, in our league, we have the 3-point bonus for 100 yards, so it was so important. He was stuck at like 83 for so long. I was like, dude, just give him the ball. And then we
Go
went
right
behind and had to
because he was
throw,
in
and it
there.
was like, oh my god. Anyway, all right, so we got you there, Jack. We got back to it, man. I say Eli for this week, and I like him, man. As long as he doesn't get hurt, I personally like Eli over Devonte even rest of the season until something happens with Gordon.
Yeah.
You have to
I
maybe
like
watch out for
Came
Jeff
back
Wilson coming back,
pretty
but
decent.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Now take off your thumbs down. We know that was you, Jack. We didn't mean to miss your question.
Jared Williams or Deontay Johnson at flex, just in case Barkley doesn't play.
If it's
Ooh.
PPR, it's Deontay, and it's not even a question.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, if
I-
Barkley doesn't
I
play,
like I'm right there with you.
Frank, be the contrary on this. We can't all agree.
Nah, it's not the right thing to do, man. Deontay Johnson.
Did Frank freeze?
No, he's good.
No,
I think he's
Deontay
back.
Johnson. It's internet's all funky, but yeah, Deontay Johnson, man. Stick with that guy. I mean, obviously,
There
if
it is.
Barkley's back, I would play Barkley, but
Yeah.
Right.
it's already given in the question, right? Surely you
Mm-hmm.
should not have recorded that. What did he record?
Oh, we got
No,
another
the
one.
record.
You should not have that record.
The 2 and 5 team that
Yeah,
is
the 2
loaded.
and 5 team with Kelsey and all those guys.
Oh, up here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Definitely not a fake throne.
Me or is
This
it
is a
Frank?
new one. I guess I haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, definitely not a fake throne. Dustin, it looks like you're frozen on my side.
Yeah.
You're
I
coming
just
like
back.
traded
it.
Zach Moss straight up for Brandon
It's Frank,
Cooks.
right? He's
Needed a wide
choppy.
receiver 2. Am I right? No, it's you. You've
No,
been
it's you,
choppy the
bro.
whole
Definitely
evening.
not a fake throw.
Yeah.
I like
Anyway,
it.
so I
I
need
like it
2
a
wide
lot.
receivers and
I like it. Hey, welcome to the show.
Daryl Williams.
Yeah, Frank.
It's you that's frozen, Dustin. By the way, everybody else is
Oh,
frozen.
Oh, I was waiting for him to finish. I didn't realize it looked like he was about to just. Because
Say
he
something and
sometimes,
then you're like
yeah,
full on froze, right?
he sometimes does those dramatic pauses for effect, and it usually
Yeah.
works. But at least he's not stuck on a weird picture. It's kind of just
Oh,
looks
there
like
he
a
is.
regular.
He's coming back. Yeah.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Yeah.
Finish your
Go ahead.
thought,
What were you gonna say?
Dustin. Finish
Me?
your thought. Yeah,
You've been
Hey, I
frozen
was
for
just
like
saying-
a while. We didn't hear. If you were talking, we didn't hear it.
yeah. You got to repeat that whole thing.
I was trying to ask you guys. I was like, "Hey, is Frank choppy or is it me?" Because I keep, hey, I'd hear part of Frank's question, so I was like sitting there just waiting. Like, hey, he'll get there.
That's what
So
we
I
were
didn't have
thinking
a
of you.
thought.
Anyway,
Oh,
all right,
While
no
we
worries.
thought, I was like, "Hey,
So for definitely not the fake throne, definitely like the trade over there. You're winning, getting that straight up Zach Moss straight up for Brandon Cook. So
Yeah,
we're all
love
good
it.
with that.
I'd even have
Right,
to agree with
everybody's
that. Yeah.
Giving us some props, fine thoughts on Gaskins. Gaskin.
Hey, you got it right.
Gaskin.
You got it right.
Oh, he
All right,
corrected
John,
it.
you know.
And then we just
Is
skip
that
it.
what it's like?
Good job. Hey, nice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hey, hold Gaskin, man, unless you can't.
Yeah, I would too. You're not going to get anything good enough for him. I would just keep him.
Right.
Yeah.
Burrows instead of Burrow is the other one that
Oh my God,
drives me
yes.
absolutely nuts.
Joe
Up the
Burrows.
wall, dude. Banana sandwich.
Yeah, I do Burrows all the time. Henderson, Ridley, and AJ Brown for Eckler.
All three? No.
Wow.
Nah,
Like,
you can't
that's
do
a bit
that.
much.
Even
that's a
even
bit
Henderson
much.
and one of those receivers is almost too much.
Yeah, Hendo. Don't underrate Hendo, baby.
Yeah, he's good.
There's going to be an
And there's a
RB1
nice-
from weeks 8 on.
Yeah, and he plays in a dome in 15, 16, 17.
Yeah.
Jack. Hell no.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jack.
So.
Also, I'm basically
Oh, you went
almost
fully
never-
pixelated now, Dustin.
almost never a fan of trading one Arthur Juan anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I traded for Arthur Juan in our league.
I
So.
I mean, Eckler's going to finish a top 5 running back. I mean, I'm higher on Eckler than most, but man,
Hey, and that's one for you, Dim Boys. It counts in the chat too, my guy. Mark yourself down for one.
Yep.
Oh yeah. We got to put him
I got
down.
him.
It
Every-
still counts.
Everybody got one but you, Ant.
Hey,
Free A
we're
Rob.
good.
Free
I'm good.
A-Rob.
please.
Thou should trade Gallup for A Rob.
That doesn't help A-Rob, man.
What?
Not enough.
Yeah, he needs to have his.
Too low on the pecking order. He needs to be A1 wherever he is.
Yeah, I agree. He is a good player, but maybe
He needs to go to Detroit.
There you go.
Dude, Detroit would be my
CH
favorite
or
team.
Miles
A-Rob and
Sanders rest of
Swift.
the
Let's
season.
go.
Both
telling you.
free agents in my 10-man.
Hey, Detroit's number 1 receiver has been on IR this whole year.
Yeah, Ty Williams.
Clyde.
Good idea. So CEH or Miles Sanders rest of the season, both are free agents in my 10-man.
CH.
Yeah, Clydesdale.
Yeah, for sure. Then boys agrees with CH. There we go. Pollard or
Miles.
Cobb at flex PPR.
Miles.
Cobb.
Cobb. Yes, I agree, Frank.
Agreed.
Cobb.
I'll even say Cobb
Cobb.
there.
Even the Cowboys
Cobb.
fans say Cobb. Damn.
Cobb. Everybody's on the Cobb train, so we're all good with Cobb.
Yeah, I think that I think Zeke's back to back 100-yard games put all that Pollard noise to
People
to
forgot
bed.
who Zeke was.
Yeah.
My
You're
God,
looking
man.
out, Jonathan. Jonathan just gave them 50. It's a great support and good cause. Awesome.
Hell yeah,
That's what's
Jonathan.
up,
Shout out,
Jonathan.
dude.
You're looking out. Thumbs up
Absolutely.
on that. Thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
Damn, what a good man, Jonathan. Shout
That's
out,
awesome,
dude.
dude.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure. That's a thumbs up for sure. Just replied to a tweet and DMs again. We get back to another question. Everlasting going to deep page and reply faster.
Hey, go back. He said,
These
I
things-
have a thumbs up because I was like, I know you thumbs downed it. I was laughing when
Here
I
we
seen
go.
that chat come in.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I see.
The
it.
real, if you don't know, who should I start? Devonte Smith or Randall Cobb? I think we've been killing that a lot, but Devonte Smith is another player that you haven't talked about yet.
Randall.
Ooh. I don't know, man. I don't know about
That-
this.
that
whole
one's a
Randall
little
Bro,
bit more
thing.
harder,
Jalen
right?
Jalen only runs the ball.
Smith.
All he
Maybe
does
just-
is run the ball.
True.
He needs to
Yeah.
get benched.
I just see like
Ben
Cobb
Shalen.
going. I see Cobb going like 4 for 6 for like 47 yards. Like I don't.
Wow.
I don't know.
I'd
Like,
start
I don't
Devonte Smith.
know.
He has more upside to me than that.
I would definitely
Again,
start Smith
Randall
over
Cobb
Cobb
could have
this
that
week.
like crazy 2-touchdown, 100
Maybe a
120-yard
touchdown.
game because he's the
but
ball.
I definitely think Cobb's going to score, but I,
I
also
think it's an
Smith
Aaron
is in line
Jones
for a big week.
I think he's
I
going to
think it's
score.
just an
I think
Aaron
he's going to
Jones
score.
game. Anyway,
Yeah.
It is an
Hey,
Aaron
Rob
Jones
to
game, but
Philadelphia.
Cobb's going to be like the top pass catcher of
the other guy.
game, I think.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Emil Gronkowski or Higbee?
This would
I
be.
take Gronk when he comes back.
Yeah, give me
Hey.
Gronk.
Well, he's back.
Yeah, give me Gronk.
Is he back?
Yeah,
He's
he's
back this week.
practicing this week. Yeah, they said he's on target to play or on track.
But
to
let me counter
I
with
think
this
Gronk
because
should-
I would agree with Gronk, like without even
Gronky.
thinking most weeks. But LA gets Houston this week, and Houston is abysmal against tight ends. I think only Baltimore's worse,
Yeah.
but they've actually faced like a murderer's row of tight ends. I mean, Houston's just getting obliterated by nobodies.
But
Hey,
Somewhere in between a nobody and a
hey,
somebody.
they're abysmal against everything.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, this stuff is
I
not
am
going away.
president of the
Houston
anti-Higbee
is not
club.
good at anything.
Higbee might be the play this week.
Cobb or Moss this week?
Moss.
Damn, we're just getting a Cobb
That'll just
away,
go
huh?
more
He's
points
a
to the, sitting down than Cobb. This is getting serious over here.
Damn.
Cobb
I'm getting the hate.
situation. So, hey, write this
Throw
down.
to
We'll
Cobb,
cover it next week. I think it'll be. It sounds like a gentleman's bet to me.
write that down.
I'm just
Alright.
going to
Maybe,
score more
so
points.
Jonathan
Cobb's gonna get a
says-
catch and
We're
a
predicting
fumble.
a touchdown. We're
Adams,
predicting the touchdown.
Yes. Absolutely. I'm with you, Frank, predicting the touchdown for sure for Randall. Lock it
Oh.
in.
over under a half a touchdown.
Yep.
We're taking the over.
Yeah, we'll call it. We'll
Yeah.
come back to you next week, Jonathan. We'll be on that. FF season. Got a trade offer right now. I received Chase and give away Allen Gibson, pushing to get Chubb since I have CMC, but the other dude isn't budging.
Yeah, for Chase, now you're talking. If you're going to give away Allen for Chase, absolutely.
Do
Yeah.
it.
That's worth it. Go season, go do that. I mean, I always
I
say
just saw
try to
Dustin's
get something
eyebrows
else if you
raised.
can, but go do it. Hold on, I just want to
Have a
get.
lot
Did
of
you mention this for Evan about saying he DM'd
I'm
us
just
his
trying to read
roster
it.
on Twitter? Just Evan, if you're still watching, we'll get to that for sure as soon as the show ends. I'll jump on there and love breaking that down on Twitter. So on the DM. Anyway, go ahead.
Hey, Jonathan says it's best to go into their sleeper page or reply faster and have more people to help you out. Hey, that's the God's honest truth.
Yeah, I did skip that. I didn't read it.
Yeah, the additional support from like the Get Right community and family.
Absolutely.
If Anthony, Mike, Dustin, Frank, any of these guys are busy, there are a lot of other committed people as part of this group that will definitely help you out and probably get you links very quickly if you ask about it in the sleeper group.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, they'll back it up with some stats real quick.
Yeah.
Here's exactly why.
Hey, you're going to get
Why
Tycoon,
this
you're going to
week is
get Dim
supposed to
Boys,
be
you're
the
going to
week
get
of
everybody.
Yeah, and that's I want to just reiterate what these FF seasons talking about. I think we mentioned that. Dustin mentioned this earlier. If you have a lot of depth at both running back and wide receiver, and you're willing to give up to upgrade your starting lineup, that's the ideal
Absolutely.
situation. Is you want to get the best players in your starting lineup as you can,
Right.
especially going into the playoffs at the end. Just get those best guys in the depth. Well, it is what it is. At that point, you're just going to ride with your guys. You're not going to be worried about who's on the bench.
Hey, so I'm reading
Or
way ahead in
Elijah.
the chats, guys. This is
I
gonna
know.
be,
I see Martin.
this is going to be fun. Yeah.
Elijah.
Yeah, I say Eli too. I say even this week and rest of the season.
Yes.
I mean, barring injury, obviously. But
For
still.
sure, both.
Yes.
Elijah.
I sold on both, but one more week will tell you. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I bet $1,000 that Adams outscores Cobbs.
Gentlemen's bet's
Not
only
even
$1.
playing.
He's,
It's $1 in pride, my
hey,
friend.
he said even if he sits,
He's banking on a
$1,000
Cobb
on
one
Adams.
catch, fumble, and he's out game.
Yeah.
Man.
We want 10
Simple.
push-ups. How about we do 10
Hey,
push-ups?
negative points.
Tycoon
Are
doesn't
we
wanna
talking
hear
about
anything about push-ups? Yeah, I was like, oh, you said the wrong word with these two guys on. Oh, he's gonna pay him out. There it is. 2. Count them off. 3, sir. 4, sir.
I'm just
Alright.
kidding. Hey, not tonight. Not tonight.
After he banged
I
him
don't
out.
have enough
I-
room to actually
where
get
is
it
it?
on camera. I have like 6 inches till I'm back to the wall, so there's
That
no
was
way
good
to
enough.
position this.
That was good enough. Throw that one back up, Frank. No, the other one. Well, yeah, he can answer that one, Frank. What's up, Martin? He's done
What
with
up, what up,
football
what up?
practice, I guess. He said he'd try to see on here before he goes to bed. He tells us to go to bed because he's up so late because I think he's on the East Coast this week. So
Yeah. So he like not trying to miss it. He's like, when's this thing over? I keep
Yeah.
telling you. Said, who watches these long ass videos? Dustin, get a haircut. On that note,
Shoot, I do.
I think we
when
can
I'm
wrap
not
it
here.
up for the night, right? Any other thoughts anybody wants to, throw out there? Or any players, pickups, trades that need to be happening, drops that need to be happening?
Hey, again. Hey, we've said it hella
I'm
times.
good on that. But yeah, hit
First,
this.
I'll go. Tycoon, 100%. We million times can't appreciate you coming on the show. You always got an open invite. Always get on when you can. Appreciate you. If you guys haven't followed Fantasy Boardroom, make sure you do that. Follow them on Twitter, all that good stuff. Damn, we're getting questions in as I said this. For everybody that subscribed, all that stuff, you're sending it out. We appreciate it. Again, it's going to a good cause. I want to give a huge shout out to Jonathan Smith. Yes, I got a haircut. I usually do it every week, so you want to be able to notice. It's been a little rough lately. You know what I mean? A little COVID going on. Tough to get a hold of my barber. But everybody who's pushing that, we want to spend our money. We want to give our money to this. So it's a win-win for us. Appreciate all you guys. Anthony, Frank, appreciate you guys for being here. We do have a couple other questions. I'll leave it up to you guys if you guys want to run through these real quick before we get off. Seems like we got new people.
We're gonna kill
Ken
the last
Ruby
two.
got
We're
a
gonna kill
question.
the last two real quick before we go here.
Let's do it.
Let's get these
Just
two.
real quick. Yeah,
Aaron
bang him
Harris.
out.
These are the
Quick
last
No
answers.
two.
man
I
left
traded Darryl-
behind.
No, nobody's left behind right now. I traded Darrell Williams and Tony for Montgomery after the Tony's big week. Smart trade?
I actually think so. Yeah.
It probably
Yes.
helped you
You never-
depending on your depending on where you were at, right? Like if you're low in the rankings of your roster, like hey, you got to do that. So
Yeah, Monty when he comes back, I mean, is going to be a stud. So
Absolutely.
What up, Ken Ruby? New person.
Welcome, man.
what up, Ken?
Najee Harris and Mike Evans or Austin Eckler and Deebo Samuel.
that is a good one.
Wow.
I have
That is
an
a good
answer,
one.
but that's a really good one.
I want
I'll go
Najee
with
and
the-
Deebo.
I'll go with the Eckler and Deebo.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. I am with Frank, Eckler, and Debo. And I feel very strongly about
Yeah,
that.
I think I only because the Ecklers. Yeah, I'll take the Eckler Devo. I literally every hour go back and forth on Debo or not. I don't know if it's like too good to be true kind of a thing.
Debo's
as a
the only
Niners
show
fan,
in town, baby.
That's
Debo's
what I
not
mean.
slowing down.
He
Nor
has
is
to get
Eckler,
it.
nor is Evans or Harris, to be honest. These are all four.
And you don't think it's better for him with
Studs.
Jimmy G back at helm too?
Yeah,
Oh, it's definitely better with Jimmy for Debo. There's not even a question
That's
about
what I'm
that.
saying.
But
That's what
there's
I'm
also
saying.
Jimmy
no
should be
guarantee that it's
sat.
Jimmy the rest of the way. So
Jimmy
Yeah.
should be sat.
I was on the camp of Jimmy's going to start the year as long as the team performs, and the team and him are not performing to the levels we have expected. It feels like the season's starting to slip away a little bit, and so I think when Lance is healthy again, unfortunately, we're probably going to be in a tough
Them
spot,
voices on
and
that as well.
and I think they're going to have to do that.
yeah.
But
Agreed.
either way, I mean, that's still going to be Lance's guy too, I think. So Debo, I'm confident.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be a safety blanket for sure. Yeah.
But you're talking about two top 5 running backs and 2 top 12 receivers. I mean, it's pretty even there.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah,
you're not
it's
really
a
going
decent
wrong
trade.
either way, but it's like he said, he's saying down here he's already 5-2 and he's looking for the playoff matchup. So
I have more confidence in Eckler maintaining where he's at than any of the other 3. So that's really why I lean that side.
and he did it. Looks like he did it.
Nice.
Just-
Ken,
just ran it.
we appreciate you. Frank,
Hell yeah, Ken.
Anthony, Tycoon, all you guys. Hey, thank you guys for being here, man. Thank you for your insight, pushing
Hold on.
it. We're giving out. You got your.
Give-
You got
Give
something?
this guy the floor real quick and let him get his last plug in there too.
I already got the plugs in, so I just
Oh, are
want
you
to
sure?
say I
All right.
appreciate you guys for, as you say, extending that open invite. It's awesome to be able to jump on with you guys. I absolutely, nothing I love more than just talking some fantasy, especially with my boys. I love you guys, so this is awesome to be
Likewise.
able to do. I had to do my show a little bit later than usual, so this was kind of perfect timing to go straight out of that into this. and appreciate
Me and
you
Frank
guys just
talked about
being-
pushing the show back because of that.
Hey,
we're
let
like,
you
we
do-
wait,
do your
or
thing.
we don't know-
I'm
we
supposed
don't
to
know
be
what
on
do now.
time. Poor leadership on my part, not being on time. But no, I really, really appreciate you guys allowing me to just jump in, to be able to just go into the chat and say, hey, yo, send me a link and hop in and be a part of this and have some fun. Just talking some fantasy with you guys is an absolute blast. And yeah, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys. So thank you.
Feelings mutual, my friend.
Hey, and shout out to everybody
Think
that
we
was
had
in
a
the
good
chats.
game,
We
good show.
appreciate you guys. Again, Dim Boys, Jonathan, McGoats, all you guys stepping in, throwing in donations. We appreciate that. All the new people that joined, we appreciate
Subscribe,
that.
donate,
Thank
let's go.
Yeah, thank you guys for stepping away from your cryptos for a little bit. And let's hit 300.
That's it.
Hey, man, you
200.
can send that
Bro.
Shiba on too. Whatever you got, send it on.
On
Hey,
that
you
note.
need-